Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where today we're resuming the summer event, because there's still a lot to go. And I'm still in the very early stages of it, because it's a lot of reading. A lot of reading. But before I start that, please be sure if you're watching this on YouTube to like the video, comment on it if you have anything to say. Gosh, my tongue got tied there. Subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, join the Discord, all that good stuff. But without further ado, we can begin. Hey, Infinity Lord, welcome to the stream. Happy things. I am doing okay. Pretty much got all my classwork done for the week. Granted, the next week is starting Wednesday, so it's not really the greatest accomplishment, but still, I'm in the clear for that for the moment. How have you been, Infinity Lord? How are you? I'm just checking all these, see if you've got anything interesting. Okay. More fragments I get, the better. Gotta have those fragments for, you know, the future. I did see that. I'm sorry I didn't say anything in the Discord. I was going to yesterday, but then yesterday was kind of just a bleh day for me. Note to self, I need to respond to comments on the YouTube videos as well. Yeah, I do have YouTube video comments I need to respond to. Something to do after stream. Something to do after the stream, but 8,000 attempts? Hey, that's not your worst. You said that you had done something for like 10,000 plus attempts before or something like that. I do recall. Excuse me. Just real quick, I'm gonna go to the event shop here and show that I do have some stuff I can claim. I got 300 primal energy drinks, which unlocked 600. That's honestly not surprising. 300 emotional stakes unlocks 600 emotional stakes. Again, not surprising. Knock to bond 3. And 10 times with knock in the party gets me an NP enhance. Nice. You're gonna be attempting another insane demon after spectral temptation. Oh, so anywhere from the 4th to 5th hardest. Well, I wish you luck with it, man. Because just the fact that it took you that many attempts tells me how painful the things are. Like, painfully difficult. Alright, so now we're gonna go to the event items. I cannot claim all the apartment togethers for that, so we're gonna just move down to the next thing. Can't do the Beyond the Bubble, so we'll move down to the next thing. We can claim the stick. We can claim the stick. So we've claimed all the sticks, so we should be able to fully ascend Knock, I believe. Hey, Sulphonic, welcome to the stream. Happy things. I'm just going through the shop here. I need a lot of the 5-star currencies, don't I? A lot. I can't claim all the leaves. I can claim... I'm just going to claim all the 4-star currency stuff that I can, because I did a lot of the 4-star node. A lot of the 4-star node. And are we going to be able to claim it all? We can. So, only the pieces are left at the moment, unless... I suppose more stuff appears after the main story is complete, which I would not put it past the game, but that just goes to show how many of the frickin' things I've ran in the time since Wednesday. You got back into Pokemon? Oh, congrats on getting back into Pokemon. Are you looking forwards to the next Pokemon game, Legend Za, this October? Because I'm definitely looking forward to that myself. But... overall 8.6 out of 10 rating. That's pretty good rating. Infinity Lore, that's a pretty good rating. So, I'm not going to jump straight into resuming the story here just yet, because I do have a couple, exactly 2, of these side story things, and I kind of want to, you know, split things up a little bit. So we're going to be doing this prescription that teaches the importance of health first, and then we'll do the story bits, I think. I've been told these are not that long. Hopefully that holds true. So we're gonna begin. Please be not that long. Please. Because good lord, these are the last couple who were big reads. Yep, Za. Za. Za, Z-A. I prefer Za. It sounds more dramatic, Pokemon. Za! So Asclepius is part of this other club. What? You used to treat patients by having them drink fushui. I have no idea what that is. That's quite the unusual method. Tell me more. How much did you give them? How did you administer it? Which disease did you treat with it? Ah, it's from Jiangju. Of course I'd be happy to share. When you get to be my age, just meeting youngsters who want to hear what you have to say is enough to make your day. Sure thing. Just so I can possibly look it up later. I can take notes, Doctor. That'd be great. Thanks. If this fushui method turns out to be an effective form of treatment, we'll have to write it up in a proper report and then share it with the rest of the medical world. Indeed, spreading correct medical information is why we're here after all. Unfortunately, as far as our club activities go, we're still no better off than we were before. It doesn't matter how much medical information we collect if we don't have any chances to announce it. Poltergeist. Okay. Hi, everybody. Masho. Pardon the intrusion, everyone. I'm Mash Carlight, professional assistant, and this is... Nice to meet you all. I'm Castoria, but please call me Castoria. Because I'm not calling her that other name. Oh, but isn't Master and Mash? How nice of you to pay our humble club a visit. Unfortunately, as you probably know, our club is having some difficulties right now. We put this club of medical professionals together because we thought making a doujin at Servantfest would be a good way to share valuable medical information with the world and promote the benefits of a healthy living. I never thought things would turn out like this. It seems Servantfest is much less hospitable to freedom of expression than I was led to believe. Of course, innovative treatment methods have always faced persecution thanks to outdated social norms, and in the interest of those in power, so this admittedly isn't anything new, but it's still disappointing. Currently I have 31 to 164%. I'm not sure what exactly you mean by that, Infinity Lord. Please, don't misunderstand. This isn't what Servantfest used to be like. During the last one, everyone was much more free and relaxed, and every day was like a festival. And with the sense of liberation that comes with being on a tropical island, it really felt like anything was possible. I love that expression. I see, this singularity already seemed pretty liberating to me, but the last one must have been livelier. Oh no, in terms of liveliness, it was about the same. If anything, this singularity feels like it's even more extravagant. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have tried to compare them in terms which was better. It makes perfect sense that things would change for a sequel, whether it was for a manga, a game, or anything else. The committee in charge of Hawartoria may have been stricter than Luluhawa, but that's just to ensure everyone's safety. Down a start position from 31 complete to 164 when you've gotten to 60. Okay, gotcha. The last festival may have been a little more chaotic than this one, but there are advantages and disadvantages to each. The only reason the Anti-Servantfest Alliance came about is because they refused to accept the genre restriction. And now the Normalization Committee has recognized their grievances as legitimate. If an Alliance doujin gets a high enough ranking during the finale on day 7, they've agreed to rescind that very restriction. That ridiculous wager, I understand your point, but I thought I already told you there's no way we can make a doujin under these conditions. I know, that's why we came to see you today. We found a solution. Oh? As you know, the only acceptable genre this year is Hawartoria. I know you may feel that restriction is too limiting, but there are basically infinite what-if possibilities. Exactly what ifs? I see, so that's what you mean. You're saying we still have room to interpret this restriction in a way that suits our sensibilities. Perhaps we have been overly focused on the word genre. Fine, maybe we do have to reevaluate our treatment methods at this conference. In that case, why don't we start over and think about this problem again from the beginning? Now would seem an especially opportune time to do so, seeing as how Master and his compatriots weren't present for our first discussion. So what kind of book were you all looking to make in the first place? We were going to make a manga about the importance of staying healthy. Things like children who don't brush their teeth regularly get cavities, but those who do keep all their teeth in good condition. Essentially, we wanted to make a book that would teach people how to take care of themselves just by reading it. Yeah, I could see that kind of book working. However, when we were told the theme had to be all about Hawartoria, we decided there was no way we could make the kind of book we wanted and gave up. I love the idea of a book I helped create teaching people the value of good health. It sounded like a modern-day manifesto, which is why I decided to join this club myself. So to be told that we could no longer make that kind of book we want, well, I don't know what to do about that. What was your real purpose for joining? I was told the great manga could touch people's hearts and minds like nothing else. If that's true, that means this is a great way to practice a new kind of brainwashing. I mean, a way of influencing people. Okay, he's got that Columbus-style face. That is definitely a face. And okay, he's got some good facial expressions. Allow me to ask more basic questions so that we may more accurately ascertain our current symptoms. What is genre, anyway? That's a good question. I think you could say that, at its heart, it's a type of categorization. Though I suppose there are also situations where the word is synonymous with subject matter or theme. Basically, whatever a work of art focuses on determines the category it falls under. Something like that, I think. But themes are also something you can't see directly. You definitely don't see many books taking a page to explain exactly what its themes are. Hey, Janice, welcome to the stream. Happy things. If a reader thinks a book is expressing a certain theme, then it is, regardless of what the creators originally intended. I see, so while themes certainly do exist, they are generally determined by which each individual consumer brings to the work. I think you've touched on something very important in your question, Miss Nightingale. Something that may just well be what we need to get past this hurdle. Sure, go ahead, Infinity Lord. Indeed, genre or theme may definitively exist, but that genre or theme is far from being set in stone. In which case... why don't you think of making a help-focused book that the committee can still think about being interpreted by Hawartoria? Or as long as the committee thinks your book is about Hawartoria, you can make it about whatever you want. I think that's a good one. You're laughing about that, and a hearty laugh at that. What was so funny about that idea? Don't worry, Dr. Asclepius is just having a mild episode. It'll go away on its own in a short while. And if it doesn't, I'll nurse him back to health myself. Now let's just wait and see what happens. I see, so that's the ticket. In that case, I know exactly what I need to do. Why are you looking at me like that? And why did you just take out that sharp and shiny-looking knife? Wait, is that a scalpel? If you just want to show off your fancy blade, maybe you should talk to Muramasa instead. No, Bakatoria. No. He's gonna be doing a book on the anatomy of a Bakatoria. I think. Starting with the insides. Oh, we're playing as him. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with mine. Vivisection? Yes. Vivisection indeed. Nope, give me the summer streetwear. It's fine. Bakatoria will be fine. It's not like it's the first time she's been brutally mangled or anything. She'll be fine. Plus, she is Avalon, so she should have an amazing healing factor. Just saying. I'm just saying. None of his skills are really that useful. Except for, I guess, this one to lock her down on NP for a turn. Give that beat. I mean, you know, I don't think that was ever established if she could do it or not. Just that, she lost. That was a quick fight. First 18% is a pre-drop, by far the easiest, no difficulty clicks in the section, it's kind of boring. I mean, boring can be good, though. Boring can be good. But I am very hopeful that this doujin is short. Because I'm going to do this doujin, then go on to the story bits for a while, and then go and do the other doujin. Because I have no clue how long this event is. I don't want to be spoiled with how long this event is. And I feel like I'm still very, very early in the event itself. Very, very early in the event, I feel. Damn, I couldn't get a good hit in with my scalpel. Asclepius, you owned. And thank goodness for that. What the hell were you thinking? One moment you're overcome with joy, and the next you're coming at me like we're mortal enemies. I didn't figure you for a combat not like Melusine. I also think this merits an explanation. Yeah, slow your roll, Doc. I agree. Depending on your answer, I may have to place you under immediate medical observation. I think I get where you're coming from, but let's see what you have to say for yourself. Every con attendee on this island knows that Hawartoria is the only acceptable genre, which means for this summer, Hawartoria could end up becoming a common unit. Huh? Still quite early, might need another 2 if I'm going to take it at this pace. Well, I definitely was going to go on next Monday. Next week, Monday, I was definitely going to be doing another stream, so there's that. Oh, now I see. Let me put it to you this way. If I were to write a medical book on a particular kind of surgery, I'd probably use liters to describe the amount of blood that we would need to keep on hand in the operating room. Because liters are a unit for measuring volume currently recognized around the world. If I'd been summoned in Europe 1,000 years ago, I'd read a similar book then. I'm sure I'd use a different unit of measurement. And I'd probably use yet another one if I'd been summoned in Asia 2,000 years ago. The unit itself isn't important. What's important is that whoever reads the book gets an accurate picture of how much blood is needed. Similarly, in this case, if Hawartoria is the common theme, that means we can use Hawartoria as the basic unit of measurement. Good point. When treating patients, we don't usually work with ideal values for each individual. Instead, we typically try to take the values for a generic adult male and convert them to the closest match for that patient. That is actually surprisingly true. I feel like they're starting to slowly change that preconception nowadays, but that is generally still the truth. I see, so here on this island you want to use Hawartoria as a yardstick that everyone will be familiar with. Exactly. We'll have everything in our manga be Hawartoria, including all of the characters and medical units. The committee shouldn't have any issue with that. It'll be a pain, but the values shown will still be correct once they're converted. So you're approaching this from a completely different angle now, Yes, this should work. I don't see any problems with it. So, when you attack me with 100% good intentions... That's right, if I'm going to use you as a base unit of measurement, I need to know everything about you. Not just your overall height and weight, but the length and weight of your individual body parts, how much blood you have, your shoe size... Oh god, Asclepius. Asclepius, man, you're going a little hard there, I think. He's going a little hard, but it is for science, so... 1931, the beginning of the drop. Next part is very annoying. Massive difficulty spike. Harder than the previous part. Contains the hardest sections at 24 to 28%. Okay. I had to ascertain all that data we would need to create an accurate representation for a medical and health-related manga. Hell, if I could, I'd ideally vivisect you to get a complete picture. Oh gosh, he's actually talking vivisection. You had to. No, you didn't. Look around. Everyone else is appalled by what we just said. Making Doshin is supposed to be fun, right? Who'd want to make a boring old textbook? Everybody except for Sanson agrees. Wait, you're all keeping quiet not just because you're appalled, but because you feel the exact same way he does? Come on, Mesh, Soul, say something to these maniacs. Your logic is impeccable, Asclepius. I have to commend you for your incredible professional dedication. Oh, Mesh. She did a John Cena. Oh my gosh, I didn't know she had that power. Damn, she got away. Well, I can't blame her. Information just doesn't get more personal than this for a young lady. I was just about to put up a bounded field to keep her here too. She's certainly quick on her feet. What shall we do now? She's a talented caster, so it won't be easy to track her down. Her only magic is explosions! We already know we need to put out a book promoting healthy living, and that we'll need Hawartoria to make it. We can't give up now. Fortunately, there's another way. Twins are almost never reject transplants made from one to another. That should be true. Only be more true for multiple versions of the same person. I see. So you mean there's more than one Hawartoria out there? Remember? Now let's go make a house call to one of them so we can get the data we need. Sure. Why not? Let's go. Would you mind if we came along for our own reference? Good attitude. If I'm being honest, I think I'm going to need more assistance than just you, Master, but I won't need all of you. Those of you staying behind, I'd like you to get things ready so we can quickly incorporate the data into our draft once we have it. I can assist with the home visit. Oh, I will too. I know just the exercise for my own health. Then Paracelsus and I will stay behind and get our current draft ready for revisions. While we're at it, start artorializing the characters too. Change the energetic boy who wears shorts even in winter to wash his hands to keep colds away to Al. And make the girl with the sweet tooth that always gets scolded for getting to brush her teeth Alti. I'm fine with going with those because those are not... Because Artie is not a good name for a girl. So... Next is 32 to 51. Part is annoying. Has quite a few difficulty specs. Transition at 51 where you can sometimes have you go wrong. Thankfully, it isn't as bad as 24 or 20. Okay. Understood. I'll have a rough draft revised before you get back. Alright, let's get going. And just you wait, Hawartoria. By the time we're done with you, we'll have every last bit of your medical data in a chart. No patient can keep things hidden from their doctor. A word of grandfatherly advice. Maybe keep your scalpel hidden until you're close enough to use it. Okay, so keep scalpel hidden until close enough to use it. That's a piece of advice we should make note of. Okay, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Ooh, good neck pop. I just had a bad feeling. Found one. We sure did. So this is the youngest Hawartoria, or at least the youngest looking one. I've checked records on all the Hawartorias. There are two main types, a base model and a mature model. And this one's physical data would seem to be in line with the base model we need. Gosh, they're speaking of this so clinically, it's kind of weird. Oh, hello, Dr. Servants. How can I help you? I heard you mention something about physical data, but you should know I still have a long way to go as a sword fighter. So if you're looking to collect data on average saber class types, I'm afraid it won't be much help. No, it's not that. You see... Now I understand. Well, I'm gonna get going then. That's about what I was expecting. Wait, we can't publish our book without your data to use as a base! You heard the doctor. Please try to understand. I do think your goal is admirable, but I just can't tell the other people every last detail about my body. I'm sorry, but I swore I can't let oath to secrecy. Am I just running in circles? Zhang Zhu. There we go. I never tried initiating a Zhu Ki Men Dun Jia before, but it looks like it worked out fine. Prepared indeed. Well, I knew there was a strong possibility she'd try to ditch us after all. Let's just say I haven't lived all these years for nothing. Again, he has some Columbus-level facial expressions here. Now, if you wouldn't mind switching out that ribbon for this yellow one. That's not what we're here for. Oh, right, I suppose not. Phooey. Hey, isn't that... Salter. Grown-up me's Alter. Even I'm not sure how to explain our relationship, but right now she's my only hope. Oh, I didn't expect to find another Hawartoria here. She's even wearing shorts just like Al. It's like she was made to help with our Dojin. Very well, I'll examine both of them down to their very last millimeter. Yeah, that's not creepy at all, dude. Didn't you say before that these Hawartoria girls are physically identical? If that's true, wouldn't we only need one of them? Data is crucial. You can never have too much of it. The more the better, I'm sure. Murderous intent? No, it's not that, but it is greatly unnerving. I've never before felt such a threat that was completely devoid of malice. Be warned that my sword does not know restraint. I would keep your distance if I were you. Don't worry about restraint here. These people are after our personal information. If we let them have their way, they'll tell the whole world sensitive things like, how many hamburgers you eat in a day, I think. I suppose I must commend their reckless bravery. Not even Merlin would dare go that far. Even medicine can be ruinous when taken to excess, It seems I must bring the hammer of justice down on these demons in Doctor's guise. Yay, thank you! But excessively eating isn't good for you either, you know? You should probably at least stop making every burger you get double. Oh, Lily. Lily. Mine is not leveled up at all, so we'll go with the support one. At least, no, wait, he is leveled up, but I think I'm gonna go with the support one anyways. My Asclepius. And we only have a support Nightingale. And leave me in the summer streetwear, damn it. There we go. Oh, that Salter has a break bar. That's not fair. And a defense up. Okay. Oh, please. Do not be a painful fight. What does your MP do again? AoE damage. Nightingale has a damage AoE, right? No, she does not. This has potential to be annoying. You've completed the event shop, just not the story itself. I've got the 4-star currency essentially completed in the event shop. Essentially. The only thing left for the 4-star currency is if there's anything in the post, and if there is anything in the, Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that does nothing, considering target focus. Yeah, that does nothing considering target focus. Yeah. I kind of forgot about that. 3-turn special attack humanoid? Yeah, that's a good idea. Me? And then do. 5267, part contains bad rather the troops. It's a different ship setup requiring a lot of control and has some things at 68 that aren't bad, but a stressful balance. 60, the final portion is about 100%, but easy second only portions and other things are more stressful. That makes sense. That does indeed make sense. Infinity Lord. Is your NP a buster? No, it's quick. Damn it. Man, this fight is actually kind of annoying. 2 support NPs and only 1 offensive one. True. Sucks. And debuff immunity for everyone but himself. Well, the guts is for everyone but himself, but still, semantics. This is the first time I'm seeing his NP. What does it look like? What's Iskandar's NP? How many Iskandar NPs is in this game? Iskandar, Jason, Duryodhana, now Zhang Jui. Just how many of them are they going to give us, man? This should break Salter's bar. Tier 18 easiest, 67 to 100 being... Oh boy. I thank God she's done. Oh, Ultra eats too much. Oh. I was about to say, are we seriously going to have to go on to a second wave? Truly, there is a lot you can do with an army-based NP. there is. Damn, I was careless. I had no idea hamburgers in Hawaii were so much bigger. When you have as much medical expertise as I do, a quick physical exam, scalpel included, is enough to gather most of the data we need. All that's left now is to record it. Height 154 centimeters, weight 42 kilograms. Alright, your earlier remark actually helped me realize something. It would be a good idea to include a section in our dojo on how many calories one should ideally eat in a day. But don't worry, the amount you eat will be listed as 1 Hawartoria, and we'll just convert it to the amount that's appropriate for the average person. Of course, I can't yet say whether that number will be 0.5 Hawartorias or 100 Hawartorias. That's how you're gonna do this, so then my weight will also be... That's right, your weight will be remain listed as 1 Hawartoria, and it will be the standard for other people's weights and measurement against. Well, in that case, I guess it's okay. They mean to use Lily's data as their base, not my own. Very well, I now understand what you demon doctors are trying to do, and I'm okay with it. Indeed, royalty has served as a standard before, such as when the ancient king of Egypt's handbreadth was used as a unit of measurement. Thinking about it in that way, using Hawartorias as a unit is not so strange, either. Yep, makes perfect sense to me. Thank you for your cooperation. We'll be sure to give you a copy of our dojo once it's finished. Fantastic, we've got all the data we need. Now we just need to go back and start drawing. If those committee fools think their cowardly restrictions can hold back the tide of medical progress, they're sorely mistaken. Yeah, wasn't this about healthy living? The medical field has a great deal to gain from sharing the importance of staying healthy with the public. If people didn't understand that they were directly responsible for maintaining their health, they would never go see a doctor at all now, would they? That's why it's important to bridge the gap between people, their health, and the medical profession. Truth. After all, how else am I going to get people to drink fushui, become overcome with gratitude, and feel like they owe me such a great debt that they have to do my every bidding? What? Oh, Jangju. Oh, he is something, isn't he? He is certainly something. Alright. Delivery time. First delivery. Easy. So far, so good. Ding. But be gone. Second gift. Easy. Okay, third one is... Third errand quest is also... So there's no interim one. Is it just going to be 4 straight giving of things and then nothing? Thank goodness. He is shrewd, yes. And that's another quest too, the 15 errand quests. Woo! Why do I feel like there's more? Because, I mean, unless there's only 20 errand quests total, I've got a bad feeling. Alright, importance, the prescription, so part 2. Let's go, and then we can do the main story of this event. Yes! I have no idea how much of the story we're actually going to be able to get through, though. Yeah! To be honest, I wasn't optimistic about our club's odds of success before we began in earnest. But I've been very impressed with the quality of everyone's work. Of course I'm good at drawing. I couldn't operate if I wasn't good with my hands. The same is true for alchemy. One needs to be exceptionally careful when handling samples and reagents. Even a few grains of spilled powder can have a major effect on the experiment's results. True. I'm afraid I cannot contribute to the same degree as I'm only a nurse. But fortunately, this unique medical procedure of manga creation is a group effort. You know, why isn't Jack here? She has the surgery skill too. And honestly speaking, Jack would have probably been great at getting the measurements of an Hawartoria. And she could have probably contributed to the vivisection if Asclepius really wanted it. Like, come on, why are they excluding poor Jack? Why, oh why did they exclude poor Jackie? As such, we'll need someone to oversee and maintain good hygiene and manage schedules efficiently. Double upside down, quad, pyramidal building is really building in Japan when they do conventions. I honestly wasn't... I never even thought of anything wrong with that. I truly thought of nothing wrong with the building style behind. I thought it was just a cool building background. So please, allow me to fill those roles. I feel confident I can do so after attending Editor Chloe's lecture. Be assured that I'll be paying extra close attention, especially with our newest Doctor edition. Yes, good point. He's definitely helpful to have around, but he's also someone we need to keep an eye on for numerous reasons. Oh, me? What, do you think I'm going to cause some kind of trouble or something? Perish the thought. Don't worry, I know my way with a brush very well. Drawing manga is just like drawing patterns on a talisman. There, you see, and nothing to it. By the way, we're printing this in color, yes? Does that mean I can fill this with yellow and call it a day? No, you can't. We're sticking strictly to black and white. That's no fun. You know, gotta stick with black and white. Alright, we're done with the final draft. Oh boy. Thank you for the refreshments, Master. They were a great help. You're welcome. How about the printer's schedule? Are we going to have enough time? Not to worry, Editor. Chloe already had them put aside a machine just for us. I must say, her initiative and negotiation skills are easily as strong as an A-rank Noble Phantasm. We should have no trouble getting a first-class version of our book printed, even with our significant delay. It's real, and it makes the biggest doujin convention comic held in Japan twice a year. I really do hope to one day go to some big-time convention. I really do hope to one day do so. Okay, got the first batch of copies right here. Congratulations on a job well done, everyone. Alright, here are some sample books. I took a quick look to make sure that everything was okay, but I'd like you all guys to do the same too. They're scheduled to begin printing for real in 30 minutes, so if you see any problems, let me know before then. Okay, that's all for me. I'm gonna go check on the other clubs. It's great to see Chloe in such high spirits. It looks like editing really agrees with her. It's like her shades. I like her shades, yeah. She's got some good shades. Excuse me, but does she typically wear sunglasses? Oh yes, at least ever since we came here. I believe they help protect her eyes from the bright tropical sun. Uh-oh. Oh, you're done? Great. Just great. We took care to respect your privacy. Read it for yourself. I will, thank you very much. That's exactly why I'm here, in fact. Alright, let's see. So these two blondes seem vaguely familiar are the main characters, huh? As for the story... Make sure to brush your teeth every day, get regular checkups, chew your food well. Yep, everything seems on the up and up so far. I just hope it stays like this for the whole book. I think I may have gained too much weight. Maybe I should go on a diet. Tell me what to do, Professor Help. Professor Help is Chibi Asclepius. I can understand being concerned about your weight, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Take a look at this list of average weight by age. That's it. You're not too heavy at all. When did you get here? This is only a list of averages. There aren't necessarily the best weights for any given person. My point is, there's no need to be overly concerned with how you compare to the average. I would suggest just using it as a point of reference. Furthermore, dieting has its share of risks as well, especially excessive dieting. So ideally, you want to maintain a healthy weight for you that's neither too high nor too low. Wow, genuine health advice here. This is actually more entertaining than I thought it'd be. I guess there's room for all kinds of edutainment manga. I don't know what numbers like 0.8 Hawartorias and 1.1 Hawartorias are supposed to mean. Chibi Asclepius, Chibi Paracelsus, yes. But I guess that's also helping to protect my privacy. Yes, exactly, it's perfect, no? I can tell you're making a real effort to educate people about the importance of healthy living, too. It's still a little embarrassing having my face used for the characters, but aside from that, I suppose this is fine. Hold it. What's with this appendix on the last page? That was close. I don't think anyone else but me would have caught it. The appendix. Here, what's with this Hawartoria conversion table? 1 Hawartoria height equals 154 centimeters. 1 Hawartoria's weight equals kilograms. Hell, you even have the total calories I consume in a day. What happened to protecting my privacy? Looks like the jig's up. We made this manga to promote the benefits of healthy living. Although we had to change the genre to Hawartoria to get it past the committee. If we didn't provide a way for the readers to know what the numbers really meant, there'd be no point. So we decided to include them in the appendix at the very back of the book. It's technically just a bonus, so it shouldn't dilute the Hawartoria theme. Probably. And you really thought that was gonna fly? Well, so much for that idea. I had a feeling things might turn out like this. Uh-oh. Hell's about to be unleashed. So here's what's gonna happen. You're going to remove this appendix and revise the cover mentioning it. And then you'll all be all done. Congratulations. Hang on, what do you think you're... Or I can burn your original draft and everything you used to make it to ash, right here and now. Which would you prefer? My feet. Alright, you win. I'd rather that than start over. Nightingale, let Chloe know we're going to revise the cover and final page. Understood. And don't worry, Doctor. Even if the readers don't know exactly what these numbers mean, the book's educational content will still be valuable. True. Very true. Well, you guys can at least leave a way for more motivated medical professionals to derive the conversion values themselves. If that's all I can do for now, then so be it. Alright, let's make these final revisions and then we'll be well and truly done. Good work, everyone. Woo! Gotta love the chibi-esque Hawartorias on the cover. A lot of good Hawartoria fan art from this event. I mean, not really fan art, but you get what I'm saying, I'm sure. 4 spinal fluids. And teach us secrets to health. So it's base Hawartoria for most of it, but there is Salter as well. He's a little rough around the edges, but Al is an energetic boy who wears short pants even in winter, and Artie is an active, cheerful girl who's a little interested in him. This is an adorable yet educational awareness manga that centers around one of these two as the story follows them in their everyday lives. There's even a mysterious mascot who smiles a bit suspicious, and a health professor who answers the characters' health and medical questions in easy-to-understand ways, as well as just teaching the readers useful medical tidbits. Although it appears to be aimed at children, the health knowledge depicted is accurate and practical, making this book anyone could benefit from reading. The first draft of the book notes that there is a bonus booklet included with the doujin called the Hawartoria Conversion Table, but for some reason the wording was removed from the actual published book cover, and the conversion table is blacked out. However, if readers follow the fine print and try to call the contact information written on the back, someone with a blunt doctoral tone will not hesitate to tell you the conversion value without any problem. Ultimately, it doesn't matter how the information is relaying, as long as the correct data is shared some way or another, right? Oh, Asclepius. Perceptive as Hawartoria is, she missed that little bit there. Asclepius got his way in the end. We'll claim 15 errand quests and 4 mangas. Oh, guess there isn't. Okay, I was worried for nothing. So there's only going to be the last club here then, and then we're done with all the delivery stuff. Cool. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to go with the story now. Because that's what I said I was going to do. Story, and we'll go for the story for a while before switching gears back to the other manga that needs to be done, or doujin rather. Just so we're clear, I totally didn't show up here because your ice pop lured me in. Still, I can't deny that I appreciate your generous gift. Don't mind if I do. Are you secretly a bee? Hey, there's not a better way to beat the heat than an ice pop. I need to beat it if I'm gonna stay alive. That's why I always try to stay stocked up on them at all times. But do you know what a clerk in a Hawaiian shirt told me the last time I visited a store? I don't care if you're a king, I can't sell you anything for a tab. It doesn't matter if you really are a king. You wouldn't need a tab in the first place, right? I swear, the nerve of some people. How could you look at me and not see royalty? Not like a fat wallet is the only thing that defines a king. Of course, that's not to say my pockets are pretty deep. I just like to use words instead of money where I can. Yeah, he was pretty deep in debt in Fairy Britain, was he not? If memory serves. He was in pretty deep debt all around. Yeah, I know, it's because it's done and it's yelling at me to get the stuff out, but it's fine. It's fine just sitting. Anyway, what can I do for you today? I don't think anything's changed since the last time we... Oh, that's an expression. Oberon. What do you think you're wearing? That's the hoodie I was originally going to wear with my swimsuit. Interesting. Do you have any idea how hard it was to choose a replacement after it suddenly went missing? Honestly, I kind of prefer what she's got going on right now. I see. Sorry about that. I found it lying in the cafeteria and thought it was a Chaldean uniform. Cafeteria? An unlikely well, even if you did find it there, you do know the right thing to do would have been to put it in the lost and found, don't you? Sorry, I'm the Fairy King. It would have been weirder for me to do the right thing by human standards. Still, I'd say all's well that ends well, wouldn't you, Soul? Don't you think this outfit's much more summery? Oberon, when you're right, you're right. I swear, you do agree on weirdest things sometimes. Anyway, now that I've been fully exonerated, let's get down to business. What's got you stumped? I can at least be a sounding board, if nothing else. So a lot of things. We don't know how to get past Morgan's barrier in the forest. Surprise bottle crunch. I see, so that's why you haven't been around lately. You were off visiting the Western Forest. Yes, it was the Western Forest. Hawartoria's woods were already dangerous enough, what with all the fires constantly breaking out. But now there are two more dangerous figures known as Destroyer of World and the Dark Fairy King there, huh? I wonder who came up with those names. Wait, are you sure these people even exist? That just seems like way too many enemies for one singularity. No, that much seems pretty certain. Barga said they do, and she's been protecting the woods for a while now. Gotcha. Well, they're probably the enshrined deity priestess's underlings or something. Anyway, you said you're looking for a way into the Night Woods. I'm surprised Morgan put a bounded field up around it. I thought she only did that for one hotel. Maybe she added another one on later. You're right, this is a toughie. I bet the more skilled, nor the more normal the mage, the harder time they'd have with it. What you mean? No, don't mind me. I'm just thinking out loud here. Besides, even if I'm right, it wouldn't help solve the problem at all. There you see, Soul. I knew there was no point in asking Oberon for help. Let's go back to the hotel. I bet Mash and the others will have some better ideas for... I'm honestly not sure, Infinity Lord. I've not upgraded Draco past 666. Yeah, if you're trying to break or disable the bounded field, I don't think you're going to have much luck. But if you befriended someone who could let you in without breaking it... We need to become fairies ourselves. Well, not so much actually become a fairy as make them think you're fairies, but yes. Try sprinkling this pixie dust on yourselves when you enter the woods. It should confuse the bounded field into thinking you're friends as long enough to let you cross it. Though, you know, you should be able to make this stuff too, Hawartoria. It's pretty elementary. Merlin Magecraft, after all. Is this just gunpowder? This isn't pixie dust, is it? This is gunpowder. Unless you forgot the recipe. You don't say. I guess I was just too busy to think of it myself. Then why don't you make the next batch? You're a mage, so you should be able to do at least that much. After that, the rest will be up to you guys. Let's see. Burnunus, was it? If you can defeat that thing, you should, if only to stop it from setting the whole city on fire again. Anyway, wish I could come along, but as you can see, I'm a busy guy. So instead, I'll just wish you good luck. I know I sure wouldn't want to set foot in Morgan's domain. See you later, Oberon. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be seeing him later, but yeah. So we're just sprinkling gunpowder on ourselves and going into a burning forest. That does not sound safe in the slightest bit. Good gracious, this is a long section. But section 5. Alrighty, we're making some decent progress. Woo! Section 5, yes! Shut up, Dryer. I'll get you later. So you're gonna sprinkle this pixie dust stuff on yourself to pretend to be friends of the forest? I'll pass. I don't think I could take that. What do you mean? Hiding who you are? That's just lying. As the head of the normalization committee, do you really think I could do something so underhanded? Excuse me. I don't mind when it's other people doing it, but personally I can't stand lying or obfuscating. So much so that I'd rather just disappear. No kidding. I didn't think you were so earnest. Well, she's a committee head. That sort of thing is probably why people listen to her. Anyway, sounds like it's my turn to accompany you. Our group will consist of Big Brother Soul, Mash, Castoria, Lancelot, and me. Fine, I'll stay here and see if the city's being properly protected. And don't even think about trying to fight the enshrined deity. If you can, just find out where Miko Seer is hiding. That should be more than enough. Miko Seer. Miko Sir. It's probably Miko Sir, because it's Priest of Cernunnos, but Burnunnos, I guess. Alright, the Night Woods is just up ahead. You ready? Yes, of course. Alright, a little sprinkle of pixie dust, gunpowder. And we should be good to go. It's night now, and the magical energy is far denser here. It would seem this is truly a force of spirits. Don't you mean fairies? No, I don't. Fairies and spirits may seem the same, but they're not. For better and worse, fairies have human levels of intelligence, so their residual magical energy can be directed to some degree. Directed as in it can be more easily shaped into magecraft and mystics. Things like bewilder people who enter, steal people who enters memories, and transform people who enter. Indeed, fairies make use of what we call mystics simply by existing. They don't have mages because they don't need to study magecraft in the first place. Spirits, on the other hand, are more supernatural things. They have neither good intentions nor ill. Regardless of how much magical energy they possess, it's no more than a thing that exists. As long as no one is misusing them for their own ends, they don't cause trouble like fairies do. So in this case, the one misusing would be Mikosir, the enshrined deity priestess. That'd explain how she's so absurdly strong, even though she's dressed like something out of a kid's puppet show. Hey, don't bash the Sir Nunna's hoodie plush thing. No, Babon isn't the one with all that power. It's the monster she's with, Bernunus. Last I checked, Babon can't do any magecraft stuff without Morgan's tools. Did you guys hear that? Well, who knows? Maybe things have changed. Yes, I heard it too. It sounded like something not out of this world, or like it was crying out in agony. Wait, I think it's a ritual sacrifice. Miss Jaguar Mura told us about them once. Yes, probably. I would probably buy that piece of merch. I imagine there probably is, but it's probably expensive as frick. Sir Nunna's hoodie doesn't get... What else? Sir Nunna's FGO hoodie. No, it doesn't. Maybe just Sir Nunna's FGO? There's plushes, it looks like. There's Sir Nunna's plushes, but that's kind of all I'm seeing. It could be a trap, but since we have no other leads, I think we should follow that sound and see what it is. Just be careful. Kangaroos with spiked boxing gloves. Okay. I think that's the bigger concern. These are probably some words. Let's see what they mean. Papo. Translation. This is Swahili, it seems. Swahili. So that's like Hawaiian-esque, essentially. Why did my chat room just disconnect? Stream didn't disconnect, did it? No. That's weird. So, instant. No. Go back to Swahili. Just give me Swahili. So, instant. Par means nothing. Is it South Africa? I thought that was Hawaii. My bad. Melmako. Melmai. Okay, that's not so well Healy. That's not anything. Good gracious, why is it not detecting anything? Well, I maybe need to retype it. No. Pope Peu? That's Sundanese, and it does not... I have no idea what these kangaroos are saying. What tremendous hostility. They're all too eager to make use of it in battle. Everyone prepare for battle and stay sharp. These animals are far stronger than any foe we've faced yet. I kinda doubt that. I kinda doubt these things are stronger than O-R-T. Okay, and we're gonna go with party 8 here. Yeah, party 8 should do. And looking at, I do have my Chloe, so we're gonna just bring Lancelot. Yeah. Okay. Checking, make sure everybody is on the up and up for these. Good. Good. And we can replace Chloe. Replace Chloe with... sort by bond level in here, I guess. Who's the lowest that is not in the party? Suzuka. Let's go. Or rather, let's go. Okay, these guys aren't too bad. Lightweight division, middleweight division, and heavyweight division. Except they all look to be the same weight category. Makes sense to me. Also, I do believe I figured out the way to make it a rotating ascension thing. So that's at least. Oh, I didn't even realize. Super heavyweight division. Oh no. How many divisions are we going to be up against? I'll save that last bit there. That button, this button, and sure that button, even though it isn't doing much of anything. I'm gonna do that. Good. Ooh, so close. Oh man, I was hoping to get through this hitless. Darn. Destroyer of Worlds and its Remnants. Who is that shadowy figure? Sorrowful Fist. That shadowy figure is too obscured. I can't really tell who it is. I guess Lancelot's getting the NP here. And then we're gonna go Doot, Dot, Deet. I'll know who it is soon. Okay, fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. Delicious H2O. I do still wish that you could, like, dictate what the order of operations for attacks are. Like, I would have very much preferred this NP have gone off on the enemy in the back line, rather than the thing that had 2,000 HP remaining. Not that it mattered in the end, but still. That was something that Majaya Record did really well. Was giving you the ability to pick your shots. Granted, I only played Majaya Record for a short period of time, but still. Second arrow. Okay. So this is what a true boxer is like, eh? Bore. Definite bore. What did you just call me? Oh no, that kangaroo just knocked Castoria's trumpet into the lake. You've got to be kidding me. That trumpet's unique. There's none other like it in the world. Merub Omede Luminas. Disarming that, everybody. Thanks, that one just knocked Match's shield away. How do they know how to fight humans so well? What about you, Lancelot? Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. They knocked my weapon away a number of times as well, but I always caught it. I'm used to picking up my weapons after losing them, after all. I can't believe we're about to get wiped by kangaroos. Oh, the lake gloweth. Bubble. At ease, warriors of the forest, at ease. Today's ritual is over. Please exit through the west gate 1 in orderly fashion. We will hold tomorrow's ritual in the evening. Remember to bring your food offerings. What's going on here? They all disappeared into the forest, but wait, never mind that. That voice just came from the spring. Calm down, I'm the spirit who lives in the spring. Or something like that, at least. Merlin. People call me the Destroyer of Worlds. I take it you're the ones who dropped something into the spring. It hurt a lot. This is a grave matter indeed. Now answer me honestly. Don't worry, I won't get angry. Did you drop this gold trumpet or this silver horn? At least I feel like this is Merlin. What happened to the shield? I'm sorry, now that I look more closely, I see you still have your shield bash. Now, your comment analysis was correct, Chloe. It's still a very precious possession. I guess it means we dropped them both. Will you give them back to us, Spirit of the Spring? Very well, it seems time has come for me to reveal my form to the world. The form that made the animals of this forest true believers in the span of a single night. No! Tristan! Tristan! Oh, Tristan, what is with... I don't know what to say. What is his outfit? Why is he a spirit in a lake? Why is he the Destroyer of Worlds? Just why? Thank you for coming to my ritual. Now please get out your wallets and don't be afraid to give till it hurts. Living on springfish alone is no way to keep my bow fingers in shape, so I'm thinking today calls for a nice steak. You know, it did occur to me that Tristan and Gawain are still MIA. So where's Gawain, I wonder? Is he the other one? I'm sorry, wait just a moment while I go fetch the real Sir Tristan. Yes, I don't think I ever had a suspicion of Tristan. Thank goodness you finally found me. I always believed help would come. This makes all the time I spent hiding worthwhile. I guess you were hiding yourself in one sense of the word. I know what you're all thinking. I understand your concerns, but I ask you keep them to yourselves. You cannot expect common sense from Tristan. That's not how the mind of a genius works. Yes, of course, instead of panicking after we got separated, Sir Tristan bided his time by hiding out in the spring. That's not the kind of thing you can do without incredible fortitude and strength of mind. Amazing job as always, Sir Tristan. You think so? I can't quite believe it myself, but do you really think so? Please, Mash, do the turnaround. Gawain and Suzuka. Yeah, that's right, Suzuka's still missing as well. I see, so Sir Gawain blasted away from the city just as I was. Well, since I ended up here in the forest, a place I've always considered home, I suspect Sir Gawain may have ended up in a place with similar meaning for him. I wonder where Suzuka could have ended up. She doesn't seem to be anywhere on my Kiki. Although that reset light was strong enough to knock me out, it had no adverse physical effects whatsoever. So where Miss Suzuka is, I'm sure her inability to rendezvous with us is not a matter of harm having been done to her. Speaking of which, Tristan, why did you stay in these woods instead of trying to rendezvous with Master? Hey, J6! Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things. The battlefield prevented me from leaving. All I could do was try to survive with no more than my harp. If Nico Seer hadn't told me about this spring, I probably would still be fighting the forest's warriors. Does that mean Nico Seer helped you? She did. She introduced me to the spring where I can play my harp as loudly as I want without bothering anyone else. Over a month with no luck. Over a month of what? With no luck. Shiny hunting? I'm guessing. Shiny giraffe egg. Oh. I take it by your interest in her name that you came here to defeat her. Only if we have to. First, we need to learn the why. Although, you know, I think that Balban still might need some correctional lessons from the Mystic Eyes Symphony event. So, as long as she does not slip back into old habits, you know, then I'll be fine. You love Giraffe Egg? Giraffe Egg's pretty cool. But what about Farigaraff? Very well, I'll take you to her house. You needn't worry about the deity in question for now. It won't wake up until the latter half of Servantfest. The latter half of Servantfest? Does that mean it only comes alive when the fervor of Servantfest reaches a certain point? Yes, that's correct, but you should ask Miko Seer about that. Oh, one more question. Are you making a book this time as well? Yeah, we are. Well, not so much as the clubs in the Alliance, but still. And there should be no problem. You have everything you need to defeat her. Follow me. I'll take you to the deepest reaches of the Night Woods, the Witch's forbidden domain. You know, I wonder if Balban is acting in this way just because of the link she has with Cernunnos, because very technically it was not Morgan being killed in LB6 that awakened Cernunnos. It was Balban, on seeing Morgan killed and seeing how the other fairies were treating her body, throwing herself into the pit that held Cernunnos. Herself, who was a soul filled with curses. So I wonder if that's the link between the two of them, why she is his priestess, because she's technically responsible for him awakening in LB6. And by that very same logic, I wonder if she is otherwise going to be chill, but when Cernunnos awakens, so too does her unchillness. I see. I am trying to say, essentially. Armor tail blocks priority use against you. Decent ball can do damage. Has trick room for speed control. Has helping hand support move. Don't ask me why I can use helping hands when it has no hands. Hey, plenty of Pokemon can learn plenty of moves that make no sense. How many Pokemons without a tail can learn Iron Tail after all? The Witch's House. To the Witch's House we go. The Witching House we go. Ooh, this is actually a pretty fancy place. Not what I was expecting at all. It looks like a witch's house straight out of a fairy tale. This is where Miko Seer lives? Not exactly. The house doesn't belong to her. She's more watching it for its actual owner. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I sure hope it's not one of those giant mimics only pretending to be a house so it can eat people or something. House-sized mimics. Never, ever, ever seen a house-sized mimic before. They just don't tend to survive long enough to make it that big. Is there anything we should look out for after we go inside, Tristan? You know what they need in Night Rain? It just occurred to me. Something that needs to be added in a Night Rain patch. There needs to be mimics. They did not have any mimics in Elden Ring. They need to bring mimics back for Night Rain. Just imagine it. You're doing the standard meta run. You pick up you open chest, and suddenly, bam! You open one of the chests, and it grabs you and starts eating you alive. They need to reintroduce mimics to the game. Yes, they had trap chests, but not mimic chests. If you squint hard enough, you can see the tiniest of tails turn to steel when they use Iron Tail. Wooper can use the elemental exactly, more proof of the point. But we need mimics. Give us the mimics from software. We need them! And as luck would have it, it's tea time now, too, so I doubt Miko Seer will attack you, especially with me here. Alright then. Enshrined Deity Priestess, it is Tristan, Knight of the Round Table. I'm coming in. You're in the final area. You are in, gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Enir Alim, I think? How many times do I have to tell you? Daytime is my writing type. Huh. Okay. I like the nerdy look. So, depending on the demeanor here, this look alone might be enough to move Balban out from make the B- tier no longer a thing for Balban to have to worry about. Depending on her demeanor here, she may not need to worry about the B- tier threat of the waifu ranking list again. Huh? What the? Yes, it is. What the hell are you doing trespassing my territory? Do you want to die? Is that it? Fine, that can be arranged. Hold it, Miko Seer. No, wait. During the day you go by Balban, the Rain Witch. Okay, that... Huh. That's interesting. She's modeling herself after her mother. Very interesting. Vine Beast Horde and Furious farm you between the area chasing like crazy, do crazy damage of AoE arms, and there's the other enemies just slamming lightweights. Yeah. Enir Ilim is an annoying as frick area. At any rate, these people are not your enemy. They're here to clean up this mutual misunderstanding. Please, hear them out. For me, if nothing else. Think of it as paying me back for all the stories of knighthood I've regaled you with each morning. Oh, buzz off. If anything, you piss me off more than they do. I told you this was a witch's house, didn't I? And what do witches do to trespassers? They curse them to hell and gone, that's what. You probably thought you could take me down easily without the enshrined deity here, but unfortunately for you peasants, witches are invincible in their workshops. My magical energy is easily 100 times stronger in here, but I'm sure you knew that, being mages yourself. Alright, I guess you wouldn't, seeing how you're just a half-assed master and the hick fairy with delusions of magehood. Alright, fine. I was just thinking it was time I made my own grimoire anyway. So I'm gonna turn you all into stickers and use it to decorate my book's back cover. She's not talking about feet. That is a marked improvement. She seems to be back to her old self. Yeah, I think this squad should do fine. This squad works. Hawartoria should be super effective being a berserker, after all. Ooh, I just got a good neck pop. Yeah, I really do like this look for Balban. I really do like it. Tristan, do you have anything that helps others? That doesn't. It is a big mallet, isn't it? It is a very big mallet she possesses. Scarlet Dancer background music. I don't know what this music is from. It sounds familiar, but I just can't place it, honestly. I cannot place where this background music is from. Maybe I haven't encountered it in FNSN yet? Also, maybe I didn't do it for Hawartoria yet, because she's... I mean, there is a chance that I rolled the same ascension multiple times, but... You know, I should probably play it safe and check again. Played during your fights with Balban and LB6 twice, and during her boss battle in the Mystic Eyes event. Okay. If it's only played so few times, then that's probably why I didn't recognize it. Why was that so easy? I was just tired from all the drawing I've been doing. Yeah. No Witch of the Forest of Rain is usually way stronger than this jerkface. Drawing? Do you mean these completely blank pages all over your desk? Oh, did you seriously just look at my desk without even asking? I knew you were a hick, but I thought you at least had some manners. Seriously, did no one teach you right from wrong growing up? You're being even ruder than Melusine right now, you know that? Yeah, sadly, nobody did teach her right from wrong. I mean, her blacksmith friend tried to teach her some stuff, but... excuse me. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. I'm sorry, I thought I might find some kind of evidence there, so... Bit of a detective right now, so probably couldn't help herself. Well, I guess it's harder not to see them when you're already in here. The real problem isn't that you peeked at my desk, it's that you entered my house without permission. Alright, what are you gonna do here anyway? You come to get revenge after Burnanus handed you your asses. No, we're not here for revenge, we just wanted to talk. First off, we want to know why you've been attacking Servantfest. Yeah, what Mash said. It sounds like the deity doesn't show up until Servantfest is halfway over. There a reason for that, right? Well, if you already know that much, I guess there's no point in keeping the rest a secret. That's right, the deity awakens in response to the fervor generated from Servantfest attendees. Detective doesn't mean you can just break into places. I mean... It kind of depends on what kind of detective you are. Like, if you're a detective that will stop at nothing to get the truth, then it does mean you break into places. Sure, it means that your evidence probably won't be admissible in a court of law, but if you're just a detective for the game of figuring out mysteries, then a little bit of crime like that is probably expected for that kind of detective. Not that I am endorsing it in any way. You should not commit crimes, people. Do not commit crimes. The fervor there then lures him over to the city where he goes to squash the festival. Does that mean the deity hates Servantfest? No, he doesn't. He only squashes it because he suffers while it's going on. That's fine with me, though. I love squashing people when they're enjoying themselves. Is there no way to stop the deity from doing so? If there was, I'd already be doing it. Why do you think I became his priestess in the first place? Oh, so you're doing this to help him? Of course not. I'm using him. As Miko's sir, it's never been easier to squash other servants like rats. You just can't be honest with yourself, can you, Baban? The truth is, you don't actually want Bernardus to wake up, right? The more he burns the city, the more people hate him, and you don't like that, do you? Hey, using those eyes on me is no fair! Got to love the fairy eyes. I mean, granted, probably doesn't love the fairy eyes, because it means that you always see the truth. Yeah, fairy eyes are kind of, not the best. Well, I guess there's one way to keep Bernardus from going to the city. I just have to keep an eye on him in this cave. And that's why you're here, right? Because you want me to do that? Does that mean you can seal him away? Yeah, I can, but on one condition. You guys are making Dojin, right? Bring them to me on the 6th day. Let's see, 5 books should be enough. With that much reference material, I'm sure I'll have no trouble making headway on my own draft. Ah, there's the kicker. A lot of Mystic Eyes suck to have truth. Well, this was quite the surprising development. I never would have guessed that the priestess would ask for Dojin. I mean, it's kind of the name of the game, though. That's a much more peaceful way to resolve this, though. I think I can see why she's been attacking Servantfest now. She wants to put off her deadline, yeah, totally. Yeah, Baban might act evil, but she's still good at heart. Well, she's also genuinely mean, cruel, and short-tempered. Anyway, we can definitely rule her out as the thief who stole the singularity from BB Now. Jewel eyes are straight-up transplants of fake eyes made of jewels. That just sounds like it'd be painful. Like, blinking would be painful if the jewels are not completely smooth. I'm glad you understand. I'm going to stay here and keep an eye on her. She did once go by my name, after all, so I can't help but feel a sense of personal obligation. I see. You could pass the bounded field as well, thanks to the pixie dust, but if that's your choice, we'll respect it. Alright, now that that's settled, let's head back to the city. We have 3 finished books now, so that just leaves 2 more. No, we have 4 finished books. 4 finished books. Do not discount the fact that I have 4 finished books. Want to make sure all 5 are ready to go on day 6 of Servantfest. Mystic Eyes of Death Perception are pretty good. Bad thing, the condition to awaken them is incredibly hard to achieve. Yeah, you have to, become really intimate study of death or something, right? Also, it is kind of a double-edged sword in a way, because you can't turn off those Mystic Eyes. You can't turn off the Mystic Eyes of Death Perception, can you? Which would mean you would always be able to see exactly how to kill someone. And that would just be, kind of morbid. Servantfest. We're going to have to do the final of these Dojin quests, by the way. Several days before my race shift. Bakin! Oh yes, this is it. This is what I've been searching for. This land of Luluhawa looks to be just the kind of creator's holy land I've always dreamed of. Here I can spend many long hours at my desk, surrounded by beautiful natural light, free to write or draw how I like, whatever I like, however I like. There will be no one to get in my way, and nothing but the sound of waves lapping at the shore to ask how my progress is coming along. Truly, this island may be the closest thing we have to paradise on Earth. Or at least that was what I was led to believe, but is that truly the case? Hey, Abby and Hokusai. What are these people doing here? This is not at all what I expected, but then their smiles, they're so dazzlingly bright. Pops? Pops? I understand you're excited, but I don't believe anything and everything goes around goes here. Remember what Master told us before we left? The Singularity still has strict deadlines and customers who expect their taste to be catered to. Yes, you're right, I'm aware of that. And I remember that there's an event called Servantfest that will be taking place in a few days, during which heroic spirits of similar tastes will come together to fervently create, buy, and sell manga and novels of their own creation. Indeed, this Servantfest is where our own worth as creators will be tested, as we'll be making books for it ourselves. At least that was my understanding. Am I right, Oi? You got it, Bakin. That being said, neither me and Abigail here have ever attended this Servantfest thing as creators before. Didn't they do so? No, well, Summer Hokusai hasn't, I suppose. And this Summer Abbey is different to base Abbey as well, if memory serves. I think that's the case. Welcome back, Janice. Your breakfast is a chocolate cupcake, bread, and coffee. Fair enough. Yes, it's true. Last summer I was here as a regular attendee, but this year will be my first time as part of a club. I can't wait for the big day to get here. Where did things go wrong? No, don't be like that, Pops. Now that we've got a hotel room, why don't we take this opportunity to celebrate the launch of our new club? Is Omichi separate from Bakin? Hell yeah, I've been ready to try one of those poke bowls. I can't wait to try the pancakes. I heard that Luluhawa has the most yummiest pancakes anywhere in the world. Oh my, that does sound nice, and luck would have it there's a restaurant just across the street. So to celebrate the creation of our new club, Be Shonen, why don't we... What the... Be Shonen? Yes, that's our club's name. Hold up, wait just a minute there. Did you really just say our club is named Be Shonen, Omichi? Because this is the first time hearing about it. Yes, I did. In fact, I just provisionally registered our club's name with the committee not too long ago. Flashback within a flashback. Few hours earlier. Bakin and Co. arrive at the Tropical Singularity. I know it meant something along those lines, I just didn't know what the exact meaning was. Inferno, this is an inferno! Sweltering air, searing rays of sunlight. This must be Luluhawa's baptism by sheer heat. To think I would set foot on an island of eternal summer before even visiting Ryukyu. Oh, Sasuke, you're practically melting. Hang in there. Aww. Pops, Sasuke, what are you doing? Come on, there's shade right over there. The heat is a lot more bearable as long as you avoid direct sunlight. It can even feel pleasant with a nice ocean breeze. I see, you make a good point. Huh? Michi? Oh, Michi, is that you? What's going on? How'd you manage to manifest separately from me? Okay, I'm glad that is clarified. Ask a question and it can get clarified shortly after. All the doggos! Oh, I did, didn't I? I didn't even realize at first. Perhaps it's because the Singularity has so much more magical energy in the air than Chaldea. It seems we'll have to take the dog warriors on regular walks then. Oh, this is great, Omi-chan. Now we can have you and old man Bakin around instead of always trading off. It seems I've retained my eyesight without you. Now this is what I call hospitality. And that's not all. I'm surprised to see you two here as well. Us? I thought I had talked to the two servants behind Tentacle Iron Bar. I didn't want to do so at first, but I decided their experience at the past Servantfest was too precious to pass and swallowed my pride. But then I get to Luluhawa and find you two here instead. What's going on? Oh, that? My other self said she had a hell of a time at Luluhawa before, and not in a good way, so she was never setting foot here again if she could help it. Okay, so they are separate entities. I'm glad! I figured that out. How about you, Abby? Well, of course I want to enjoy the summer in a summer spirit origin. And once I found out you were going to come here in your swimsuit, boy, I knew I wanted to do the same. Glad to hear it. You got that right. What kind of Edoite would I be if I didn't come to an island of endless summer ready to make the most of it? Aw, but you still put up a brave face around the dog warriors, ain't ya? It looks like you're just barely hanging in there by using your summer spirit origin and hiding in my shadow. Oh, she does not like dogs, that's right. So you two are simply here on vacation. Great. I suppose the best case scenario is that the two amateurs together can add up to one fully fledged artist, if only just. Are you sure you two will be ready for the hell that lies ahead of us? Because I have my doubts. I've tried delegating creative duties before, but those attempts always fail to provide me with any useful experience. Oh, by the way, have you already decided on a club name, Pops? Apparently we're going to need one if we're going to get a table at Servantfest venue. Alright, I nearly forgot. Name for our club, huh? Field of Rabbits? No, that's too on the nose. Indulgent Minds? No, that's not the tone we want to strike. Well, in the meantime, shall I take care of provisional registration then? I heard they'll accept tentative names, just so we can reserve a spot. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you, Michi. That'll be a big help. So that's why they got Bishonen as the name. Loco Moco Chronicles? No, we're not here for the food. Okay, understanding. Back to the present. Oh my god. Wow. So these are Luluhawa's ultra special pancakes. After 45 minutes in line, I finally get to try them. Now I just have to say grace, and then it's time to eat, right after I take a pic for Servantgram. So good! Sweet hints of coconut milk, unbelievable fragrant macadamia sauce. Oh goodness, these pancakes really are as good as I'd heard. They must have been made with batter by simmering down every kind of sin and punishment in the world, and foughten them with the tears of children who have never known warmth. Okay, Abby. Calm down. Pourquoi? What in the world is that girl saying? Everyone knows pancakes are meant to be eaten with maple syrup. Let's see, that looks like Williams, or her swimsuit version. I also see Bakin and Hokusan. Maybe they're having an artist get-together or something. I'm stuffed. I don't even know if I can polish off these chilled pineapple pieces. The hamburger with extra avocado was delicious too. Though I did have a little trouble eating it, since it was so much bigger than I'd imagined. So that explains it. I never seen anyone eat a hamburger with chopsticks before. Ain't that great, Omi-chan? You finally get your own tongue and stomach, and then perfect time to use them too. Now you can really stretch your wings at this resort place. Indeed. Now that I'm over my shock, I couldn't be any happier about this turn of events. Now we can finally face to face again. Excuse me. I suppose this means they were right when they said this place was a kind of servant holy land. I agree, Pops. So what kind of book are you looking to make for this event, Bakin? It's gotta be a novel, right? A whole new one you're writing just for Servantfest? Settle down, Oi. I'm just getting to that. The truth is, there's been a thought lurking in the back of my mind ever since I was summoned. I want to try to finally complete a modern-day record of Bishonen. I have no idea. Oh my, more Bishonen? Yes, Omichi's stunt with our club name did throw me for a loop, but maybe not for the reasons you think. Modern-day record of Bishonen was my final book, one I never managed to complete before I died. And Servantfest seems like just might be a good opportunity to finally settle this unfinished business. I see. So that's why you were excited to come to some of this local singularity when we first heard about it. Right you are. And since this was my plan all along, I've already been making some preparations. Hey Buster, welcome to the stream, happy things. That's the main reason I arrived a little late. I'm still not completely done with everything. But for now, I'd like to discuss matters such as the book binding and distribution. Now I gotcha. In that case, I got your illustrations covered. Excellent. I know I called you an amateur earlier, but in truth, it would be a great help. Broke but happy. That is certainly a mindset. I am not broke, but all of my money is tied up in school right now, so... Mother... That barely got me NP1 Bargist. You are so frickin' lucky, man. NP5. Good gracious, dude. Good gracious. That is luck beyond luck. Oh, did you have more quartz than just the extra money quartz then? Omichi, I'd like to ask you to handle the printing arrangements. Oh, as for you, young lady, 1,300 quartz and 122 tickets. Okay, that would do it. I think you should have led with that, honestly, dude. You should have led with that. But that's quite a lot, man. That's quite a lot. Good on you for getting NP5 Melusine. Good on you for getting her NP5. I don't think I can be much of help, but maybe I can at least assist with simple jobs. Don't be ridiculous, Abigail. We're going to be running a store, which means we'll need all hands on deck. We'd be grateful for yours. Oh, well, in that case, I'm glad to help. Woof. Oh, yes, you're right, Sosuke. We'll need all paws on deck, too. Are these people serious? Don't they know it's already day 5? Are they really going to edit, design, revise, print a whole book starting now? That's just not possible. Heck, it sounds like they may not even finish the manuscript yet. Hang on, what did Soul's group do at the last Servantfest again? Come to think of it, he still hasn't made his way to Hawartoria yet, has he? Excuse me, I heard there's a group of promising new club applicants meeting here. It's Scary Head of the Normalization Committee. I heard that famous influencer on Servantgram, so you're the one applying? Where's the rest of your club? Oh, is that them over there? This is great. There's nothing like a club featuring a celebrity to get con attendees excited. Okay, come with me and we'll get your club all sorted out. Don't worry, it may be D5, but you still have plenty of time to finish a book. Hang on, I don't have anything to do with... Oh, knock. So Super Bunyan gets dragged into this group by virtue of peeking. 122 ticks got you 3 copies, 300 quartz got you the 4th, and another 1,000 for nothing. Good gracious, that is unfortunate, Buster. I mean, congrats on getting NP4 so quickly, but another 1,000 quartz for nothing. Damn. That's some bad RNG. There we go, your application has officially been accepted. Congratulations on the launch of your club, Be Shonen. I believe I speak for the rest of the committee when I say we're glad to have you. After all, it doesn't matter how well run a Doujin-Con is if there's no clubs to make and sell books. You may not have much time left, but I'm not worried. I can see you're all expert creators and artists, so I have every faith you'll make a great book. As the head of the Servantfest Normalization Committee's executive board, I'll help any way I can. If there's anything you need, come see me at the nearest antenna shop. Oh, ain't that something? You must be keeping real busy then. If you're the committee head, then you must know Servantfest menu fairly well, right? Can you tell us if Master has arrived at Luluhawa yet? He said he'd come here as soon as he was caught up with work. Master? You must mean the rumored Master of Chaldea. I'm interested in him too, but no, we haven't received any reports on his arrival yet. But never mind that, it sounds like you didn't read the pamphlet at the airport. Then as the head of Normalization Committee, I must inform you of some important matters. MP5, 2K, 2K, 10, 10, 10, plus 500 on all cards on level 104. You're going straight for 120. Bond 15 as well? What bond do you have Summer Melu at already? Hey! That's mean, Janice. I just don't have the faux prints. I continuously use all my faux prints when I remember I have them. They directly concern your club activities, so I'd suggest you all listen closely. Is that so? Understood. Alright everyone, let's hear what the nice committee head has to say. Farm for 3 days? What have you been farming on, out of curiosity, Buster? Because I could definitely use some bond farming. 11:15 takes time. True. Very true. I mean, I've got like 900 plus apples sitting. I've been advised I should probably use some of my golden apples, that I won't need that many golden apples for farming a lotto event. So it's like, but lotto events could be good bond as well, you know? I just don't know. Plus, who knows, maybe there's going to be some kind of Omega raid eventually. And I'll need 900 plus golden apples for it. You never really know with FGO. Oh man, I just want to get out of here. And she tells the topic of the Doujins. Yeah, I mean, I just have 950 golden apples, 45 silver apples, 46 cobalt apples, and 250 bronze apples. I do feel like I need to be saving those, though, you know? Like, what if I need those later? The 90 plus event node for the 3 hours of farming, you realize you can 3-turn 90 plus plus on an MP5 if she crits with 1 face card. Huh. Interesting. The day after my arrival following this shocking revelation. Number of resets Bucking Club has experienced 2. That's not too bad. Christmas! Yay! Oh no, Bazette! You're back to just random side hustles. Oh no, poor Bazette. She's reduced herself to being random side hustles again. Gotta say, though, this outfit definitely suits her. Ikomomai, how would you like some nice cold ice cream? Oh, yes, please. Gosh, there are so many to choose from, I don't know what to go with. Which one looks good to you, Bunyan? Me, that's okay, I don't really need any ice cream. Why are you wearing such a thick, heavy jacket in Hawaii? Gold gems are all you're really missing? Okay, you can go with the ripe durian then. Me, I think I'll have the strawberry. Okay, that just sounds like it. Abby's taking some revenge here. Durian? No way, I want strawberry too. Okay, 2 strawberries, please. Mahalo, coming right up. So the singularity is no longer Luluhawa, but Hawartoria. Once more, any books sold at Servantfest have to be part of the Hawartoria genre. And on top of that, we've already been through 2 of those resets since Lady Yarandu told us about this. Is there any wonder I want to do at this point is stare at the sea? One can only take everyone's hopes dashed so many times. I know what you mean. It really has been one surprise after another. This is nothing like the Servantfest of the past we heard stories about. And if that weren't enough, even the normalization committees turn their backs on us because they consider us part of the anti-Servantfest alliance. That's the worst part about all of this. I mean, I've just heard all of the word about how durians just kind of stink terribly. That's all I really know, is that durians stink terribly. I have no idea who that is, Buster, because the only servants I know of coming in the future is next year's summer servants, and even then I don't know all of them. That is the extent of my future knowledge at this point. So I'll probably forget that name you just mentioned, because I do not recognize it at all. But I'm going in blind as a bat, which will be really bad if I know there's gonna be, what, 2, maybe 3 more events this year? Either 2 or 3 more events this year. And if there's any servants that I want on any of them, I might be in trouble. Not to mention, start of next year as well, if there's any servants leading up to summer that I'm gonna want. So, I could be in trouble. Nothing relevant to next anniversary in your humble opinion. That's fair, Buster. That is fair. I thought I'm being real generous. There ain't nothing anyone can do about this whole reset nonsense. Why the hell they'd lump our club in with this anti-Servantfest Alliance crowd? I have no idea that either. Those normalization committee bastards are flattering their authority, that's what it all comes down to. I think I know why they're lumping you in. I think it has more to do with neglecting to make an Hawartoria book and getting caught up in other things. Excuse me. Speaking of which, what am I still doing here anyway? There they are. Hey, Club Bishonen genre. Cut that out, you're gonna give people a wrong impression. Oh, I'm sorry, I was just so excited. Never mind that, we have no time to spare. I have some news for you, and I'm going to deliver it without worrying about giving the wrong impression. You know how the Anti-Servantfest Alliance has been on strike to protest the Hawartoria genre restriction? Well, we've just had to talk with a representative of the Normalization Committee, and she agreed to your conditions. I expect you might already know this, Hokusai, but to go into more detail... Exposition dump! Oh, gotta love when they just do exposition dump by flashing previous scenes. And there you have it. It's at least more immersive. Alright, I better get going. I still have to tell the other clubs this news. Except this is the last club we're telling. So what do we do now, Bakin? Surely you ain't gonna give up after we've practically given this chance on a silver platter, are ya? Of course not. But how to go about doing that? Am I supposed to just throw Hawartoria into a modern-day record of Bishonen? I can't do that. It would be utterly absurd. I don't know, that sounds like it might be worth exploring. I mean, yes, completely absurd. Still, be that as it may, it sounds like we're going to need to include Lady Hawartoria somehow if we're going to make a book at all. Hey, Bakin, remember what Mash told us? She didn't say we had to make a book that's all about Hawartoria, we just gotta make one that incorporates her into the theme. I know this ain't how things traditionally been done, but that's what makes this interesting. As long as we capture the essence of who Hawartoria is, it won't matter what the rest of the book looks like. And don't you think coming up with a book like that is something only we could do? What a pragmatic idea, Oi. That's just like you to look at the bright side. Even so, that's all the more reason why we can't turn into subpar work. Now while we're still trying to build recognition for the name Kyokutai, or rather our club's Bishonen. This all sounds complicated. Yeah, it's a big adjustment and it came basically out of nowhere. You'd have to work at breakneck speed, which obviously doesn't lend itself to quality work. Damn it, why'd I open my big mouth? I didn't mean to say anything. Bunyan. I'm sorry. Super Bunyan. You've been with us even through the resets. We've broken spiced ham musubi together over the same rice cooker. Those spiced ham musubi were really good, weren't they? Hey, has it been that long already? Yikes, these reset singularities are scary. Perhaps it was fate that brought us together. Would you be so kind as to offer us your counsel? Man, I don't know. Hey, Bunyan, it's okay if you don't want to. I know you wouldn't be here in the first place if I hadn't dragged you along. I think the thing that surprised me the most is how quick you all were to go along with this. The committee's basically imposed an Hawartoria-only rule out of nowhere, right? I wouldn't have expected a group of artists that were famous for breaking the mold and not playing by the rules to just swallow it like that. Looks like she really got you good, Bakin. Stop laughing, Oi. She does make a good point, though. Why did you just go along with this? I suppose I can understand why it might have seemed unexpected. But in the Edo period, there was numerous strict rules regarding entertainment and artistic expression. Maybe that's why we didn't do anything on this one. Perhaps we were simply used to accepting rules handed down to us from on high, no matter how unreasonable they are. Back then, luxuries and morals were strictly controlled, and all publications were subject to shogunate censorship. And they weren't empty threats. There were a number of people who were fined and imprisoned just for violating these rules. Lord Kitagawa Utamaru, who dominated the world from a time with his gorgeous Nishiki-e woodblock prince, Lord Santo Kyoden, the author who mentored father, Lord Ryutai Tanehiko, a fellow author we were close with, and Hatemoto, a samurai retainer in direct service to the shogunate. I am probably butchering words here, by the way. Lord Tatsuya Juzaburo, Pops and Lord Hokusai's friend and publisher. No, not one of them got off their factions lightly. They knew what they were in for. But they stayed true to themselves and their art, even if they had to risk their lives. We'll never be able to probably thank them for the rest of our lives, even after becoming servants. And what do you think about Servantfest? How do you feel about a place where anyone can make, sell, and buy whatever kind of book they want? How do we feel about it? It's the kind of place we've always dreamed of. It's the kind of place our predecessors fought long and hard to achieve, and that could be lost again all too easily. I had no idea. I thought it was just another festival. Now I understand why we're all so excited about it. In that case, we have to do whatever we can to make it succeed. Yeah, maybe you're right. There's no need to get desperate. Getting excited about a festival is fine, but there's no point in pitching in if it makes you want to give up, like when you have to try and carry a portable Mikoshi shrine that's far too heavy. Still, I don't like the idea of just meekly going along with whatever the committee says either, so I'm going to find some way to fight back. Let's show when you can take the Edoite out of Edo, but you can't take the Edo out of the Edoite. Hell yeah. About that. I read some ebook version of your work, Monsieur Bakin, and I can't quite believe that you're really planning on bringing that to the con. Is that really what people are looking for these days? What was that? I'm sure you'd get some sales from name recognition alone, but would this be the same as people getting souvenirs as a free add-on to their purchase? I mean, you don't want your new book to end up buried in a bookshelf growing dusty and moldy without ever having been properly read, right? Dusty and moldy? Oops, I think I might have run my mouth again. Maybe now isn't a good time to tell Father I published an abridged version of Ino no Sushi and an updated version of 8 Dog Chronicles designed to be more palatable for modern-day readers, for the same kind of reasons Bunyan just expressed. It would certainly be interesting to try some new tricks to get people interested, but don't we still need to discuss what to do about all the Hawartoria book at the center of this all? Oh yeah, good point. You better get back to the hotel and start figuring out our next moves. You know, it does not help that my mouth is, like, building saliva heavily just from all this talking. That is also contributing heavily to me messing up my words. I'm not blaming it fully on it, because I am completely understanding of the fact that I butcher other languages terribly. Fully cognizant of that fact I am. Oh, good gracious, how many of these? Janice, you said this was a shorter one. You said the final 2 dojins were shorter ones. This is like one of the longest of them all. So long. And it's got complicated names in it, too. Look out. What's going on? Waikiki Street wasn't nearly this loud the last time we came. Oh my, are they attacking? Somehow I ended up coming with them. Hey, look, there's something crazy going on in front of that store. It almost looks like a riot. People are cursing each other out and everything. Don't these people realize they're disturbing the peace? What are they shouting about anyway? How dare you contradict my headcanon? Trust in the Hawartoria verse? Does Mysterious X count as an Hawartoria? Lion Saber Best Saber? I tried making a lineup of all the Calic Hawartorias to who? The series just jumped the shark the moment X was introduced. Leave Mama Toria alone. It's all Shiro's fault. Never mind that. Let's get... Is this... Hang on. Is this meta commentary? Is this meta commentary on Nasu's end about people complaining about Hawartoria? That's hilarious. Never mind that. Let's go Courier Searing. Screw you, you righty Hawartoria troll. You're nothing but the next rider of the Resistance. Never mind. Damn, they're really going at each other that bad. Uh-oh, they spotted us. Huh? Bishonin. Good evening, Master. And you are? H-on! Oh my, is that really you, Lady X? Yes, that's me, Mysterious Idol X Alter, aka Lady X. I've actually been looking for you, Omichi, but right now we have a situation that needs to be contained. For me? Mind helping us get things under control here? Got it. Let's go, Michi. Let's go, Dog Warriors. Okay, Pops. Jab against the community. Ah, gotta love it. Gotta love meta commentary. Yeah, I'm just bringing H-on for no particular reason. Suzuka is Bond 5 now, so let's scroll down to the bottom of event bonus. Barghest. Time to start working Barghest's Bond up. This is a lot of enemies. Buster Blast. It's time to blast. To do the Buster Blast. The Buster Blast. Aw, Scotty. Hey, Blackbeard. Why is Blackbeard here? No, Blackbeard, you were one of the real ones. I didn't think you were a troll. I'm sorry about this, Blackbeard, but order must be maintained. Make sure I'm targeting him. I am. You have anything that can help? Yeah. King Singing Boys. That's good. +1 to Summer Chloe, yay! Summer Chloe is getting the boost in. And I did figure it out properly, it seems. It was just unlucky that she was essentially stuck in the final ascension for a couple battles in a row. You know, I do find it interesting that such a extravagant NP is single target. I mean, I can understand why it's single target from a lore perspective, at least, but it's still kind of ridiculous that it is single target. I'm actually curious, how have the recent shorts been doing for Symphony? Let's see. Not bad. For some reason, yeah, with that some explosion, thought it was AoE at first. Truth. But I did notice initially when the shorts were going up that the not a stereotypical teen one had like 3 downvotes on it, but now it has 0 downvotes on it. I have no idea what caused that to change. I'm not gonna complain about the change, but it's just odd that was the case. Also, Janice, while the one short about the not looking before you leap did not get many comments or over 1,000 views, it's at 14 freaking likes, which is pretty solid, you know? Pretty solid. Indeed. Hey, Bon4s and Sums. Hey, Zahak. Welcome to the stream. Happy things. Event's going okay. I think the event is going pretty okay. I'm a little far behind on it right now, admittedly. I'm working on getting this final of the Dojins done. But after that, then we'll be hopefully good to just breeze right through the event. Thanks for helping us put down the right. You're going to Gen Con. Nice. Well, I wish you a good time. I wish you a good time at Gen Con. I've mentioned it before, but I really do want to make it to a big-time con myself one of these days. It's just more of a money thing than anything else. Don't worry about it, Master. That was nothing, though it was enough to work up an appetite. Anywho, what do you want to see us about? Let me explain. Chloe suggested Master and I find you. So she knew you'd been struggling with a sudden change in direction and asked if I would mind helping out. As for me, I only arrived here recently, but once I learned about the Hawartoria restriction, I thought I could be of some help as somewhat of an Hawartoria face myself. Will do. If I do end up going to a Gen Con, I will indeed hit you up. You're going to be selling your merch at 2 cons this year later. Nice. Very nice, Janice. Very nice. Hopefully... Actually, how much does merch generally sell for at cons? Because, I mean, I have been to local cons myself, but they're like really small things, not really big name or anything, so I'm not really sure. That's very kind of you to offer, but why are you looking for me in particular? Why? One word. Mochi. Between your handmade kusa mochi, warabi mochi, and ukusui mochi, you treated me to countless yummy Japanese sweets in the time I've known you. So if there's anything I can do to help repay the favor, I'll gladly do it. I know what you mean. Don't mention the others. You do? Well, of course you do. Omichi's Japanese sweets are just so good you want to eat them every day. In fact, I actually was eating them every day for quite a while. I was only stopped when the Dog Warriors finally got fed up with me. Alright, that makes sense. Then I take it you'll be joining the Shonen list, Lady Mysterious Idol X Alter. Yes, if you'll have me. Absolutely, we're in your debt. You're part of Bishonen too, right, Super Bunyan? Would you be happy if I was so? Just want you to be happy with whatever you choose. This is all about friendship. Regardless of what's happening, everyone should enjoy you deserve to enjoy your summer as much as everyone else, even though you are a super catalyst, Super Bunyan. Super Bunyan is like the biggest capitalist in all of Chaldea. I see. Employees. I'd be happy if you joined us. Williams. I meant what I said about you not having to stay if you don't want to, but I at least hope you do. Your berserker self and my other self have been very good friends who spend a lot of time together. but I haven't really had a chance to get to know you as my summer self. That seems like a great opportunity to change that. I'd love if we could become better friends. Pops. I know. See, more evidence that Summer Abbey is Salem Abbey, you know? I'd like you to officially join us as well, Lady Super Bunyan. You have a talent for seeing the bigger picture. And as an author, of course, I much rather make something that many people love instead of something only suiting my own tastes. So even though it's going to be a lot more tedious work, would you be so kind as to lend Bishonen your aid? So you want me to be your producer? Yes, that's it. That's the word I was looking for. I'm a writer, not a business person after all. Just remember, I'm still the leader of this club. Oh, Pops. I'll do it. I'll be Bishonen's producer. Woo! I knew you'd come through, Bakin. What can I say? I've had enough petty squabbles and arrogance tearing out our club apart. That's great. Being a producer is a hugely important job. Alright then. Let's get the first step of Operation Get X's swimsuit underway. Yes! This was the foreshadowing for next year. This was the foreshadowing for next year. Gosh, they always foreshadow at least one future summer servant in the prior event. So this is the foreshadowing for next year. Hang on. I'm smelling something burning. I'm gonna be right back because I smell something burning. It's all good. It is all good. The heating element on our oven had essentially given out a couple days ago, and we just got a new one today. And it was just replaced, so it's just the new heating element kicking in, essentially. So, no fire concerns. Thank goodness. Ooh, sorry. I said the quiet part out loud. Please forget about that. I mean it when I said I really do want to pay you back. I'll have to be more careful. Excuse me. Well, at least it's good to have something to aspire to. Yes, aspire for the swimsuit, Achan. You will get it next year. And she actually has one of the better swimsuits, in my opinion. It's very simple. Achan's hair, I could do with it being down in her swimsuit, but, you know, I'm fine with that. As long as she has a swimsuit, I'm happy. Wish she was a 5-star, of course, but again, you can't get everything. Alright, this is the final of the delivery quest. If we fall true to the previous patterns, another 2-arrow node. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's just a 2-arrow node. It's fine. Right? Right. Oh, sorry. I'm pretty sure that came in just at the same time as the burning smell hit. 15 to 50 USD, which is a lot of money in your yeah, that is actually a ton of frickin' money. So you can make some good cash then, damn. Respect. Respect that you can make some serious moolah there, Janice. Respect. Doggos. Munch munch. I see. So dressing up in a costume for a convention like this is known as cosplay. That sounds like so much fun. Oh, but that doesn't mean I want to dress up myself. I'm more of a spectator. Hooray, I was just thinking of how I'd like to try it. I remember Hokusai once showed me some unusual pinups from the Edo period. Is that the kind of thing you mean? You must be talking about Yakushi and Shibai, actor or performance prints. Those were ukiyos of some of the time's most famous performers, so it wasn't quite the same thing as cosplay anyone can enjoy. For commoners like ourselves, dressing up or wearing any kind of costume was strictly forbidden, so this sort of thing was always a dream that remained forever out of our reach. But now, anyone can dress up however they like just for fun. I'm so glad the times have changed. That just makes how big of a step back the Hawartoria restriction is stand out even more, but let's put that aside for now. So you want to take a bunch of photos of you in cosplay and turn them into a book, X. Do you have a specific theme in mind? Yes, I've given the theme a lot of thought. Since this kind of opportunity doesn't come along every day, I thought I'd focus on what I love more than anything. Japanese sweets. You know, this has a somewhat similar trajectory to the Mordred book with cosplay. Although, that was just a Mordred fashion show book. But I'm seeing some similarities here. Except for the sweets. That's right, I want to cosplay bold and innovative outfits featuring every kind of Japanese sweet you can imagine. Japanese sweets? Oh, I thought you would do something related to music or idols. But instead you want to cosplay as Japanese sweets. I already have most of the outfits I want to wear ready to go in my secret personal collection. However, I wanted to ask for your help with the costumes that feature kimonos. Oh, I see. Then I'll have to make sure I do a good job with the needlework. Although I have to ask, wouldn't Miss Crane be a better choice for this sort of thing? Oh, I know the answer to this. I believe Miss Crane actually formed her own club with Habitrot and Vlad III. Oh man, she must be really busy then. I was actually kind of hoping she could help with this too. Well, why not ask her anyway? Who knows, maybe she'll be willing to skip some sleep to help. Or maybe she'll find a way to help in her dreams. That sounds kind of like a big ask. Anyway, I understand. Let's tell Pops, Chloe, and everyone else they get right to work. I wasn't expecting enough to get out of my swing to here, but I'm glad to have ways to contribute. Let's make this the best book we can, okay? Now, I have some more dumplings. Oh, Ei-chan. Ei-chan. I cannot wait to see how her summer categorization is. You don't say. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Super Bun. Were you even listening to me, Anning? Didn't you hear how many problems I'm dealing with? Oh, say, Anning, I don't suppose you'd be interested in... Let me just stop you right there. No. It's nice and warm here, and I got plenty of fossils to excavate. There are cuties everywhere you look. I may not look it, but I'm pretty damn busy. But hey, maybe I'll make it down to the venue on the last day. Bye-bye, Super Bun. Don't work too hard now. Because she really is having fun, though I have no idea where she could be going at this time of night. All that aside, I really thought I was going to go deaf during that meeting. Bakin and Hokusai are both so loud, and that tiny hotel room only makes it worse. I'll have to wrap up my break and head back soon. But the way things are going, they'll keep talking all night. Good grief. Section 7 and 8 are the longest in the event. Good to know, because I think I'm approaching Section 6. Still, at least I think they're starting to realize we'll never finish in time if they keep going like this. Not that I think they'll ever bring it up themselves. I doubt they'd like it if I did either. And then there's the other big problem. Are they seriously planning to publish those old-fashioned books from back when they were alive? I get that the big appeal of dojo is you can make whatever you like, but both Bakin and Hokusai seem to be drunk on the combination of the topic and the festival. At this point, I see way more potential in Exalter's photo book than even if it doesn't have anything to do with Hawartoria. Heck, I could even help with a photo shoot. Photo shoot? Photo shoot. Oh, Bunyan's got an idea. Yeah, because that's a strong wind. Maybe this was a mistake. Maybe I should just run away and wash my hands of this mess. Nasu. This is what we get from Nasu. Hawartoria propaganda and a very long event. Truth. Was that Anning's dog, Trey? I don't remember him having such a deep bark. Oh, hello. This is, like all the dogs combined into one, if memory serves. What are you looking at? You want to appease me or something? If it's a fight you want, I'm of course happy to oblige. But if you are only reacting to my dog scaring you, then I apologize. I hope you can forgive him. I can't believe I ran into a beauty like this out here on the beach at midnight. Is she a Japanese princess or something? I don't remember seeing her at Chaldea before. Wait, Michi, is that you? I see. So I resemble Michi to you? Yeah, a little. At least, I thought so at first. Now that I look closer, I think she has a completely different air about her. It's too dark to tell. I suppose you could think of me as something of a close yet distant relation to Michi and Bakin. At any rate, the wind is so crisp tonight, and the starry sky so vast and clear, I thought it a perfect time to take my dog for a walk. She is just taking a walk, right? I can't imagine something that big... Something make a big fuss like that just for taking a dog on a walk. Then I happen to see you standing at the water's edge looking pensive. My tongue is getting tied. My companion here moved before I could, but I would have been very sensitive to signs of worry in others. One might even say I have a nose for them. A dog's nose, if you will. So what's on your mind? I am happy to listen if you wish to share, or we could fight like you originally said if doing so will help you clear your mind. Oh man, you're a real busybody, huh? Or maybe you're a fan of my live streams? As a holy maiden, it has long been my duty to support those facing difficult trials. I don't even know what she's talking about anymore, but still. Will you promise not to tell Bakin and Michi? You have my word. Exposition dump! I see, so that's what happened. But I'm still their producer, technically. I said I'd do it right in front of Williams and Master. So I need to make this project my top priority until it's done and ready to announce. And you think Bakin and Hokusai are not doing so? No, they are. At least I think so. Though they're both so absurdly passionate about it, they're trying to keep up with them is exhausting. We have to make this event a success or the whole singularity will reset back to the first day. Now that I look closer, this dog is actually pretty cute. It is a cool dog. Even though I am a cat person myself. I guess there really is something to be said about putting your feelings into words and just talking to someone. If they really enjoy the moment of creation so much they lose themselves in it, then they should keep doing that. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe they would rather it just didn't end. Maybe I never had a chance to make a difference in the first place. Never at the end, Some things shine only because they once met their end. That's true, I guess it all comes down to how you look at it. That makes me think maybe we should just use these resets to our advantage. Maybe we should just forget about these past 7 days and focus on getting ready for the next. I'd feel bad about doing that to Chloe and the other clubs who are all working hard, but I could live with it. But I don't think Bakin or Hokusai would love that. They'd probably get pretty angry. And I don't want them thinking I don't respect them as creators or anything like that. I sympathize with your concerns, but do not be afraid. Let them be angry. I'm certain you can take it. Art is long, and life is short. Both Hokusai and Bakin wish they had a few more years, nay, a few more hours with which to create before they passed on. They may be servants now, but these feelings remain unchanged. If you wish to help them, I advise you become a kind but unyielding god of death. God of death? That sounds kind of cool. Huh? What the... They're gone. Princess? Doggy? Where'd you go? Hallucinations! Okay, seriously. Battle node? Okay. Battle node. This is definitely more of a different Dojin story, I guess. Excuse me, Monsieur Bakin, there's something I want to run by you. Oh, Bunyan, you're back. Looks like the night air did you some good. So what's up? You really starting to tackle your first producer gig? Yes, I guess you could say that. This is about the cosplay book. Michi already told me about it. I don't care what you all do with that, but I really need to focus on my writing right now. All about that. Also, this is definitely one of the longer Dojin things. The way to have the whole club's focus on the cosplay book for the time being. What about my work, though? I still have a long way to go. But it wouldn't just be you. You'd have Hokusai join you too, right? I'm sure she'd be happy to do it. I'm just as sure the cosplay book will be much better with her help. Yep, I do recall that from the Bakin event. As for you, Monsieur Bakin, I'd like you to come up with some cute and catchy marketing copy. Or some captions for the photos that really capture Eichan's essence. You're good at that sort of thing, right? Now I gotcha. Doesn't sound half bad to me. What'd you think, Bakin? I still have to refuse. This could be a once-in-a-lifetime chance for me. I just can't pass it up. So that's your final answer? I guess that means we'll have to settle this the way we servants always do. With violence. Oh, well, hold on. What do you think you're doing? You're canter giant in here. You'll smash through the floor. And if the hotel management finds out we were arguing, I'll be the one who gets in trouble. Besides, we agreed I was Bishonen's leader. What's wrong with me making the executive decision? And as leader, you asked me to be your producer, didn't you? Well, this isn't producing. Was it like this when you had it out with your old man, Taju, too? Okay. Super Bunyan. I've not really used her. So, this could be interesting. Yeah, this could be an interesting one. Sure. 3-turn boost. Sure. Sure. Beep. Alright, she generates likes. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about the likes. You accidentally got Bunyan on Banner, and she's really nice to use a bonus if you have Koyan. I do not have Super Bunyan. She's a bit too capitalist for me. I joke, of course, but kind of just rubbed me a bit. She rubbed me wrong a little bit in her intro event. Don't get me wrong, I do like Bunyan, but Super Bunyan, I don't know, something about her just didn't really mesh with me, I guess is the best way to put it. Wait, stop, no more, I can see how serious you are about this. Fine, you win, we'll do it your way. Just bien. What's going on in here? Yes, it was not a great way to put her. Don't worry, you two. We were just hashing out a few creative differences. A few days later. Bishonen booth info, reporter Blackbeard. Mysterious Idol Achan's cosplay collection, X-Bean Paste photo collection first edition was completed on time. Miss Crane played a key part as well by contributing reams of stencils and sketches to Bishonen's efforts, despite being absolutely swamped with her own club's book. However, Hawartoria was once again beset by disaster, leading to yet another Servantfest reset. Mwah, mwah, mwah. P.S. The remake of a modern-day Bishonen record of Bishonen general attendees have been whispering about has apparently and unfortunately not yet begun production. Ooh. Okay, I like this one. That one has a very good cover. Probably my second... Actually, no, my first one. I wouldn't say that was relatively short overall. But I do like this artwork. Mainly because Achan is a waifu, so... The first photo book of X, also known as Mysterious Idol Achan. She is lovely like Sakura Mochi and refreshing like Minazuki, the triangular sweet rice jelly topped with red bean paste. The rainbow of confectionaries that add color to the seasons are sure to please your taste buds as much as your eyes. To learn the heart of Japanese confectionaries, I must become the bean paste myself. The Japanese confectionery cosplay included are Sakura Mochi, Minazuki, Kohakuto, Konpaito, Mikasa, Aruhaito, Mizu Manyu, Mizu Yokan, Hishimochi, Monaka, Nerikiri, etc. How much of those did I just butcher? How many of those did I just butcher? Bet she looks adorable. Okay, I'm gonna claim this mission reward here real quick. All our Toria books writings complete. We get the Big Sister's Holy Maiden Squire command code. 25%! Damn it. A familiar in the shape of a dolphin with the ability to walk on land and fly through the sky. When the Holy Maiden, who descended upon the summer beach, helped out in its time of need, it decided to follow her. Its name is Reese. It has a strange ability to just hover in the upper right corner of one's field of view. In a certain singularity, there's also existed a shark-like creature called Reese XP. The nature of its relationship with the dolphin is unclear. Alright. So now we can do Section 6. 2 arrows. Ugh. If Section 7 and 8 are long ones, then I'm probably not going to be able to go past Section 6 tonight. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. Yeah, new battle node. I imagine it's probably the 5-star currency node, which is good to have access to, but I'm just very concerned about time. Like, deadlines and stuff. If there's an epilogue portion to this, then that could be an issue. Could be an issue if there's an epilogue portion. There you go. Hot off the presses. There we go. Good job. You always did respond well to the stick. 2 to 3 more streams. I'm gonna have to plan things out, I think. All right, let's see what we've got here. I'm just trying to think. Because Wednesday's night rain, but Whew. Did you like them, Balmon? I guess they were okay. Good enough to be references, at least. Then you'll keep Bernana's Pacified like you promised? Yeah, okay, I did promise, I guess. Although, there's one thing I don't get. Why aren't any of your names listed on the credits? We're just assistants. Oh, so none of these are actually your books. Well, alright, I don't like it, but I guess I'll allow it this time. Did you specifically want to see a book we made, Balbon? No, I was just curious to see what a fairy of Fairy Britain could make, that's all. Anyway, the Enshrined Deity won't be going to the city anymore, so Servantfest should end tomorrow. But first, I want you to come see the cave under the house. It wouldn't be fair if you didn't. You can leave when you're done there. Another +1 to Summer Chloe? Alright. It's probably a cave down this... like this down here all this time. Okay, we're here. See that mural? Oh, another mural! According to the spirit of these woods, the mural wasn't made recently. It said it's been here since before the islands came together, so it came to become a singularity. One eye looking over 3 circles of colors. Spirits of these woods? Do you mean those kangaroos? No, those are just animals that like to roughhouse. The forest spirits are more primal. To me, they kind of look like dark dragonflies. That's why Mother only stuck around long enough to put up the bounded field. So Morgan's not here. I guess she didn't stay in these woods because she doesn't like insects. Anyway, Mother also said this mural was made long ago, back when humankind's ancestors were just starting to live here. Apparently it shows this island's past and its future. None of you have any idea why the Enshrined Deity wakes up, do you? He wakes up because he can't take the noise of people's emotions, their instincts, their trends, their baseless rumors. Those kinds of things anger him and make him want to burn down the city because it's a symbol of civilization. Civilization? Oh no. Is Bernana's part... Dun dun. Dun dun. Attila the Hun. Bad civilization? Is that the truth behind Bernana's? So you're saying the Enshrined Deity isn't attacking Servantfest, but civilization itself? Hang on, if this mural and the deity have been around since before this place became a singularity, then Hawartoria, that is Hawaii civilization, would have been destroyed many times over. But there's been no historical record of anything like that happening. Something doesn't add up. The Dark Fairy King broke the seal on this cave. They're the one who let the Calamity inside this cave loose on the island. The Dark Fairy King hates Servantfest with a passion. The deity's just a victim. He doesn't hate anyone, but so many people hate him. Crunch time to make Dojin is bad civilization. Indeed. That's just like being a sacrifice. So I decided that if the Enshrined Deity was going to be seen as evil, then I was too. Balban. Don't sympathize with me, it's creepy. My point is, I'll keep the deity in check for this Servantfest. And that should force whoever's behind this to reveal themselves and try to ruin it. You said you and Sol are detectives right now, Bumpkin. Then please find the real mastermind. Because if you don't, I've got a bad feeling something even worse is going to happen. Something worse. Interesting. Very interesting. All the way back to here. And that's that normalization headquarters day 1 is hint that Servantfest is about to be reset again, so we're about to see what worse is going to be. 9:30 a.m., 30 minutes before the opening. Look at all these dojins. Attention all club members, we now have 30 minutes until Servantfest opens its doors. Please return to your own clubs now and refrain from moving about the whole floor. Every club member is smiling so happily. It looks like there were no new issues with getting everyone their new books printed at this time. Nasu's writing is either really short or really long. I mean, he did start out with a visual novel that is probably a good, what, 60 plus hours? Long last, our summer's about to begin right before it ends. So sad that it's all gonna wrap up in only one day, but that's just how festivals are. Man, now that we're finally at the finale, I kinda don't mind having gone through all these resets. Me neither. We're basically just got more summer vacation out of them, unlike baby's time loop. Hell, part of me wouldn't mind one more reset just so I would have more of those delicious cocktails at the hotel. Come now, you two have had plenty of break time, and the singularity should go away once Servantfest comes to an end. Our vacation may have only been about 2 weeks long, but that was still more than enough. By the way, where's Chloe? I don't see her anywhere. She basically collapsed like she ran out of batteries as soon as she all confirmed the new books had been delivered on time. We put her in one of the beds at the hotel, so please don't wake her up. She's extremely exhausted. She worked more than any of us this time. So Servantfest is finally coming to an end, huh? We still don't have any idea who the culprit could be, but I guess that won't matter once the singularity disappears. What do you think, Soul? Bob once said seemed like a promising suspect at first, but it turned out she was innocent. The red text. There's one vacation lover who's conspicuous by their absence. Emergency! Emergency! A dangerous typhoon has been spotted off the coast. The typhoon is headed this way at 100 kilometers per hour, with wind bursts reaching up to 120 meters per second. We ask that all general attendees and club members leave the hall and return to your hotel rooms for your safety. Say what? I'm not going to do the conversions on that, because I just know that's very fast. Hey, what's the meaning of this? I thought you said Miko Seer agreed not to interfere this time. Oberon is Fujimaru's nemesis/rival. Can't forget friend, though. There is some form of camaraderie there. I mean, I can somewhat see where Oberon was coming from. I did get that special cutscene, after all, because I got so much of the red dialogue texts. I guess this is the second Calamity. Second Calamity? I'm not sure what you're talking about, but does that mean? It means we have to do something about it before everything gets reset again. Are you ready? Leave this to me. Nothing gets a pirate's blood pumping more than a storm at sea. I'll show you exactly what was known as Blackbeard the Pirate King. So what the hell are we even supposed to do against a typhoon? We need a first-class weather-controlling mage to even stand a chance. All we have are brawlers. We should at least see what things are like, though. Why was Hawartoria just standing there? I gotta wonder. Oh, it actually looks like a destroyed background image. 290 miles per hour, that's pretty fast. Damn, this wind is nuts. I love weather like this. Never saw anything this bad during my pirate golden age. Bring on the muskets and culverins. He's about to get blown away. I called it. Blackbeard just turned into a UFO. Everyone get down and hold on to something. You must be joking on the Queen. These knees were never meant to touch the ground. Look at the crap. Blockhead Nariba. There's no ordinary typhoon. The wind is infused with magical energy. It's constantly trying to destroy this island. No, the Servantfest site. And whatever this is, it's more dangerous than Miko Seer's Enshrined Deity. I'll get over here if you refuse to kneel, then at least take my hand. Master, we need to get in shelter too. There's no way we can handle this. Master, I see someone. Oh, come on. You're still not evacuating even in this? Do you not know danger when you see it? Or are you just so foolishly brave you got nerves of actual steel? I guess that would be more your style. You're a selfless hero, aren't you? I'm guessing you have no idea when your life's even worth anymore. Yeah, that's probably true. That is probably quite a true statement. I figured you'd show up. Who you hear that name from? I swear I'm gonna kill him. Oberon, what are you doing here? Have you started calling yourself the Spirit King too? He's got the dark drip. Oh, look at that deadpan stare. Hey, what's the big idea? I was waiting for the perfect moment to reveal my identity, and there you go, ruining it. Oh well, I guess you couldn't help it. You're a detective now, after all, and detectives just love making accusations no matter what the circumstances, don't they? You guys know him too, even though... You ever thought you should take a closer look at the kind of company you keep? I mean, just look at him. His clothes are as black as his heart. Ouch, that hurts. You know, you and I were like not too long ago. I guess there's something to be said for wiping mine completely clean. Just try not to die of shame when you regain your memories and all that embarrassing things you said come rushing back. I would not know what one looks like. You did choose your own swimsuit. You're even more clueless than Hawartoria. We're not talking about swimsuits right now. Anyway, I don't know if you're being keen-eyed or overly particular, but I did choose this one myself. I just went into some kind of brand store and picked the first thing that caught my eye. Anyway, that's all the chat I have time for. I need to be on my way. See, thanks to you guys for preventing the first Calamity. The second Calamity, Oshinanas, the enshrined deity of storms, is about to make landfall. Oshinanas? There's another enshrined deity? Doesn't it cheapen them for to be more than one? Well, excuse me for being cheap. I didn't think things were going to reach this point either. Attention everyone enjoying Hawartoria. I'm afraid we have some unfortunate news. The typhoon has just made landfall. Needless to say, we are canceling Servantfest in the interest of attendee safety. In accordance with Servantfest Normalization Committee regulations, we will now initiate a reset. Regrettably, we are all responsible for this state of affairs. We hope you continue to enjoy Servantfest. No, it's regrettable this time, huh? Guess they aren't completely heartless. Why are they saying we are all? It is literally one man! Oh well, not that it matters to me. Now everything will go back to being nice and neat. Just too bad this won't be the end of it. Anyway, you all love wasting your time slaving away for nothing, right? Well, plenty to enjoy in the next Servantfest now. Get back here, I demand you tell us more about the storm. Oh, Nock, come back, you're gonna get blown away. Just tearing the palm trees out of the ground. Senpai, this way. The colors. It's no use, the two left to find shelter. Return to the past. Now. I could have timed that a little better, but it got through in the end. Ouch. Excuse me. Alright, that is section 6 done. Are we at the halfway point of this whole thing? I have absolutely no freaking clue if we are at the halfway point or not. The Briston Hotel. Good gracious. That's long. That's quite long. Yeah, I'm not doing that tonight. But before I call tonight's stream, there is something I need to do. 13 sections long, this event. Good to know. Good to know. But there is something I need to do. First, I need to check how many foes do I have. 3 each. Okay. So into here, let's just claim these. Obsidian blades. Filter show only the foes. All the way down. 20 and 10, 15, 20. Okay. So, I think I'm going to be leveling somebody up here. But I'm going off list. Because I kind of do need to get her leveled up over the course of this event. So, Nock, time to knock on the door to your full leveling. Because it is an event mission to do so. So, I justify this. This is this is one of the rare cases where I'm not following the level up order document. But I've said that before, that I will not follow it if the servant needs to be leveled up. So, yeah. Okay. And it should go relatively quickly. I don't think I can get her fully ascended, though. 50 brings me down to 2, 60 brings me down to 1, 70 brings me... Yeah. I do not think I'll be able to get her fully ascended. But I will be able to at least hit Ascension 3, I think. No, outfit changes. I really wanted to show you that I look good in anything. Only after the event? Gotcha. Ascension doesn't work like that. My current form is supposed to be the best. You sure know how to flatter, Lady Master. Queen's Contract. Increase MP strength for all allies. Apply My Fair Soldier, a special skill seal, to all allies excluding yourself, while in My Fair Soldier state, increase attack, and defense. So, So her... Okay. I get that then. I understand that. A little weird, but it's fine. Okay, Ascension. Wild restrictions. Interesting. I actually didn't see what her first skill does, so I'll see that soon. Hey, she's playing a violin. She's got a sprite change. Quiet. I'm attuning with the spirit's voices right now. Given that I don't change, I need to increase my output to be useful for you. Pure Prism. Okay, we should be seeing her final skill here momentarily. Ascension. Wow, look at that changed her card art. I always dress lightly. I didn't do this to suit Caldea's summer. I'll have you know this is more in line with the cosmic style. VVV. Arts for 3 turns for yourself, a chance to stun and decrease defense for all allies, and skill seal for all allies, excluding yourself and Castoria. We have another simp skill. That's what now. I mean, Chloe isn't really a simp skill. She. So there's Nobukatsu, who's definitely got some simping skills. Zufu, who also has some simp skills. It could be argued that Ilya does as well, I believe. But, now Nock as well. Interesting, very interesting. And of course, I'm not gonna just end it there with the whole, things. That should be 17, right? Don't need that one. That's 17, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Nobukatsu and Zufu. But, I am going to be doing more than just her, because it would not be fair to not do the person who is also in the front line. So, Matahari, it is time, at long last, for you to be leveled up. I had no idea she didn't even have any animation updates. Outside of, like, fodder for ladder events and the like, I don't think I've ever really used her. So, yeah. This could actually unlock some rank up quests for me to do. Which would be quite useful, thinking about it. Quite useful indeed. True, she did. She did. I don't think I actually used her there, though. I don't expect much as far as these lines go, either, because, again, she is a very early game servant. So the ascensions should be quick. What changed? Pheromone B, low chance to charm and decrease defense for all male enemies, and Meltdown Lover interlude unlocked. I do not see it. Her belt is a little further down on the right leg, and that's it. Not... Wow, that's... They sure chose some... Yeah, that's really not an Ascension artwork. I'm sorry. That's not even an extra belt. It's more, like, looking at her sprite, they just brought the skirt down a little bit on the right leg, and you're seeing the belt line of her undergarments. It's from what I'm seeing here. Presumably, at least. Did she just say the same line for Ascension twice? I think she did. Again, early game servant. Yeah, I know. Wait, did they really expect the game to fail within 1 year? I did not know that. Okay, this one has some noticeable differences, at least. This one has some more noticeable differences. But yeah, I was unaware that they expected the game to fail within a year. Huh. Very interesting indeed. Alright. And this is Matahari's final ascension. With her fully ascended, fully leveled up, we will get to skilling up her and Knock. Thank you, this is me. Also, I'm guessing her final skill is hidden behind a rank up quest. 3 quartz. I need as much quartz as I can get. So that is very much appreciated. Well, I'm glad it did. I'm sure myself and many others are glad that the game has reached the 10-year marker. Yeah, this is what I wanted. It'll be easier to find servants this way, so... Knock, Nori, yeah. Where is she? Oh wait, she's only level 70, of course. That's right, she's only level 70 right now. Queen's Grave is her first skill. Debuff immune, HP recovery for each turn, MP gauge each turn for yourself, and NP gauge for all allies in a My Fair Soldier state. Okay. So, it's essentially you use skill 2 and then skill 1 for her. Okay, that's not bad. Can I get... Okay, yeah. 666 will be easily done. Good. Alright. So, I think that with the skilling up that is going on here, it is a good time to start calling tonight's stream. It's not been a super long one, but apparently there are some long sections ahead, and I'm only halfway through the event, so that means that at least once there is going to be an extra FGO stream in place of something else. Probably, if I'm being honest, might be taking the place of a Fate Stay Night stream. Possibly even this Friday's, because that way it'll give me a full weekend to farm up more things on presumably some better nodes. Presumably some better nodes, at least, but no guarantee of that. I did unlock at least one new one. There might be more. Who knows? Well, but that's the future. For the present me, though, I have been Soulrack Dragon. I hope you've all enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out the channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There is plenty of content for all to enjoy. For those of you watching this on YouTube and who have made it all the way to the end, please, for me, be sure to like the video, comment if you have anything to say, subscribe to the channel, as that is always appreciated. Follow me on Twitch so you know when I can go live, and, you know, you can come and check out my live streams. And join the Discord, it is in the description down below. But once again, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope that you enjoyed, and have a fantastic evening, everybody. There we go, right on the dot.